Remember
made fun of.
All right, well,
call us even for saying accountants are
I'm
terrible.
starting the recording,
Yeah.
so maybe I did you the favor of stopping the recording after I heard bad mouthing, so nobody hears things that they shouldn't hear, even though they're never gonna find it.
Lighthearted banter, it's fine.
We're still bad mouth people, even after you started.
I'm gonna put my dice tower next to my microphone, so you guys can hear the joy.
I'm reading the notes over last session, and I just love the dragon fucking killed a kid. Womble hurt the feelings of a man.
Oh, I need to check these. Can't prove anything.
There's so many things that we've shouted at our group of, you can't prove that.
Yep. You can't prove that.
We got session
Should
five.
that be our group name? Yeah.
I actually like the
You can't
one,
prove that.
Atco posted earlier. What was it?
I mean,
Are you the
Possible
group
Deniability would be a good name.
I like Strange Company.
Prove it.
We're missing somebody in this
Where?
roll 20. Wait a minute. Where's Azure? There he is. He's way
He
off
has
on the
the
side.
frogs.
Oh, you meant there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys are in. Okay.
Why is Aflong in the middle of things? There we go.
Ragnar lost his beard.
Womble hurt the feelings of a man.
Womble did not learn any new magic. Didn't he hurt the feelings of two people?
I
Well,
did.
get nearly killed by one?
I'm actually really sad that our rolls didn't allow us to take a crap on the door.
Oh, god damn it.
We'll have more chances to crap on other people's doors.
I don't think we'll ever see that guy again.
Maybe not that guy.
I don't think he'll willingly allow you near.
You don't think what?
No, he just doesn't think. That's the whole sentence.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
did I cut out?
Got it.
I mean, I've known him his whole life, so yeah.
Ouch.
Dang.
Big brother
Hey,
bird.
man, you don't like water. I don't know.
You don't like water?
Sick burn. I don't know if you're going to recover from that. That's brutal, dude.
Have you ever had a good cup of water?
There are no words.
Okay, I think we got everyone here. So if someone wants to do our recap
I know
again,
who's doing the recap.
That's Cheese. He has to do it.
Oh god, why do I gotta do it?
Because you did it last
Right.
week and we loved it.
Alright. Let me read over these notes again, because the worst thing ever is to go through a recap and just stop halfway through.
Regular no.
God damn it. Okay. Last time on our exciting adventures in the Strange Times D&D, our group successfully defended the town from an invasion of lizard men. However, at a great cost, Grognar had lost his beard.
Moment of silence.
The group tried to console him, but there was no consoling, for when a dwarf has lost his beard, he's lost part of his soul. However, the group did save Van Strader, the man they had come to see in this town. Stratter? Whatever. I don't know.
Important.
Pronunciations are hard!
it's all good. Keep going, man.
3 4s, a 2.
He instructed the group to meet him on the next day, using the secret passphrase, and orders 6 shots of the special Hold the Vodka. Our heroes spent the day dicking around most of the time. Group 1 was Womble and Gamera? Is that right?
Gamera.
Gamera. Womble went to seek the great wisdom of a wizard, but all he found was a druid.
Wait, sorry, can we pause for a second?
Yes.
Have you actually told anyone your fucking name yet? Because I've still been referring to you as the Dragonborn because you haven't introduced yourself.
Yeah.
He actually brought it up last session because I was listening to the recording and he dropped that name.
Yeah, I asked him because I had no
has a
name for him.
name. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
After consulting with the druid, Womble found his knowledge lacking and insulted the man to find another master.
Poor Silbor.
That was his name?
It's in the
Notice how
notes.
much he cares, folks. Notice how much he cares.
I don't know what it's called. There's no sound it makes when it whines.
They quickly found a suitable teacher. However, their price point was far out of their reach, and Womble and Gamera both decided that the best course of action was to shit on this man's property.
Damn straight.
They quickly realized their mistake, though, when the man used a specific spell to essentially get rid of them. They would later meet up with the group. Let me see here. Trying to find everybody else. Grognar and the charlatan both tried to spend the day peddling their cooked berries. However, they were informed by the town guard that they indeed were trying to peddle something that literally grows inside the town. However, despite this setback, they managed to make a small amount of money off of their endeavors. More to their tenacity than anything else that speaks of. Phelan attempted to help out some of the local villagers. That's the word I was thinking of. However, she found the one she tried to help a bit scatterbrained? Is that a nice way to put it?
Senile.
Senile's fine.
Yep. A bit senile. She quickly realized her mistake after one quest.
I mean, she still helped her, and it was very nice.
That's true. And finally, Snurf and...
Snurf.
Is it Xanar?
Xanar.
With a P.
Xanar.
Nerf with a P.
Also went on their own adventure to seek out new equipment for themselves. However, price was an issue again, and as such, Xanar found that there was quests in the town that they could gain some of their additional money. The group met up later with Van Strider, who informed them that their scroll needed to either go back to the man who gave it to them, Stan Hennerman, which... This is the worst fetch quest ever, if that's the case.
Here, give this to somebody. 5 minutes later, give it back.
I don't want it.
Or the Master Treasurer of Nahan.
Oh yeah, I should open up my map. So I remember what the fuck things are called. Thanks, Chris.
No problem. I'm trying to go off these notes that we made
I'm a
up.
terrible DM. Did you know that?
Managing.
There's always room for being worse, though.
Yeah, and then we got 50
The
gold. Don't
group,
forget the 50
the
gold.
group quickly knew what was at stake. They needed to secure additional funds. They needed to take Alan back. And above all else, they had to find the asshole who gave them the roundabout fetch quest.
Accurate.
We now join our heroes today. They are going to start making money by taking care of some gnolls.
Regular gnolls.
Dun dun.
I did want to mention we might run into possibly an issue going after the gnolls. As there's another group of adventurers also going after them.
That hate goblins.
If memory serves, you mean a group of corpses.
No, they left before.
No, what I'm saying is they will be a group of corpses.
Make an intelligence check really quick here, John.
Natural 1. I mean...
Yeah, it's a 10.
10. You recall it didn't kill people, but it did something to their guts when you ate it raw.
That was no way. Actually, I knew enough about it. That's why I threw it at them.
You did. You wanted to know what it would do. But you know it's not like poisonous to the extent of being dead.
Yes. It's more like a very bad taco.
Nice explanation. I can get behind that.
I'm gonna have to edit these notes the next time just so I can actually make a cohesive story.
Hey,
That's
Yeah.
fair.
It was mostly because everyone did something different. It was really hard to do a recap.
Yeah, I could feel
That was a hard one because it was a split session, yeah.
Yeah.
So I might do some editing after the session sometime this week just to make it a little easier for me to do that next week.
By the way, real important thing I want to bring up. Do you like my new profile picture?
I already said I did.
I didn't hear you.
I was very quiet, but that happened a few seconds ago.
Which profile picture?
The
In
one on the
Strange
bottom.
Time. Yeah, bottom left.
Oh, I've got these hidden, so I cannot tell.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got
don't worry
Teenage
about it
Dragon.
then.
No, yes, I do like your new profile pic, Afflong. I'll tell you right now.
Alright, I guess I gotta go change the settings. Oh dear.
Wait, is that fucking guy who they put over TikToks as a troll, but with the Eggman's head?
It's Ricardo
they're
in the
also
background with Eggman's head.
Amazing!
I just looked up Ricardo because I wanted to have Ricardo, then I found this and I fell in love with it.
It's so good!
Oh dear.
Azure, you'll have to step up your game. So,
I do like the Jim Carrey Eggman head. That's pretty fantastic.
you guys do find yourself gathered. I think you ended in the tavern discussing things in the morning.
Yeah, we also
Yeah.
picked up the stuff from the stump.
Yeah, we got the
Right.
dead drop.
What do you go out and collect the gold? You come back in, you collect it, you divvy it out, you're all sitting there. There's a couple people at the tavern who kind of look over who are a little bit, like, whoa, why do these losers have gold? Hilda kind of stops over with a few drinks, like, oh, you got a big load there. But I won't comment. Just remember to tip your hostess. And she kind of smiles and walks away after giving you guys your breakfast.
I stop her real quick and I flick her a gold piece.
Oh, well, I was being a smartass, but thank you.
I clutch my gold even tighter.
Okay.
Not trusting you.
Mine's already in the pocket.
Same.
Shinies belong to Snurp.
Where's Alan?
I'm right here. I've been here the whole time.
I'm actually gonna give him 2 gold pieces for more of that investment stuff.
I was gonna ask where the money came from, but now I won't, and thank you, and I'm very thankful for all the hard work I did. And he just kind of puts it away in a bag and just sits there like, yep.
By the way, Alan, we're planning on going to take out a GNOLL camp. I would recommend you stay in town for the time being.
That's good. I'm very comfortable here.
Why don't we
I
just
think
buy
I'll
him
take
a
up
crossbow
knitting.
and put it in the back?
Sorry, what?
Why don't we just buy him a crossbow and stick him at the back?
I would say probably no. The most effective thing I could do with the crossbow is get a splinter at high velocity.
If we want a return on our investment, he best be alive.
That's a good point. Let's go with him.
Fine.
I mean,
Oh, you
I could
like
sit
money.
there and throw insults, but not combat oriented. I was shoved in a cage.
So-
Vicious mockery?
More like passive aggressive mockery. I'm not really a confrontational
Okay.
type.
This is me talking. This is not Xanar talking. I just wanted to double check. Rhea still has the scroll. It's Rhea that has the scroll, correct?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
You can still be Xanar and ask.
Well, I don't want to bring it up inside the tavern because of other people
Okay.
around.
Well, if you guys don't do anything, I'm gonna take my money and go see if I can spread it a bit. Bye. And he kind of gets up, kind of does like a little awkward like half bow, and then wanders out.
As soon as
Do you want
everybody-
to supply up before heading out? 'Cause I
Can you
think-
repeat that?
Not a full mouth. Her mouth's full of chili. That's probably why you didn't hear her.
No, that's not why, because my voice doesn't get picked up very easily. If nobody else is, or as soon as we're finished eating, we should probably head out.
I'm good at that.
Snurp, you wanted to buy studded armor yesterday. Do you want to head back real quick and get that?
We can do it another time.
You sure?
Yeah, we can do it another time. It's fine.
Alright. That Brandon guy's an asshole
Heck,
anyways.
He scared me. Lots of things scare Snurp.
Out of character. Maybe you shouldn't steal the nails out of his floorboards.
What is there to life if you can't do that?
Look, guys, lend me 150 gold.
How about
You wanna go?
this?
You want to go buy a what?
Let's go kill some gnolls first, and then we'll figure out how much money we have after that. We'll claim the bounty and loot the corpses. How about that? I'm sure you'll be able to manage. You're a formidable opponent enough for them.
About the whole time.
What whole time?
About. God damn it.
I head out the door.
I fall on my shield as close as possible.
Same.
Boss, we going?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna double check and make sure we got all the things and follow.
I double check to make sure we ate everything off the plates, and then if there's anything left, I just kind of shove in my mouth.
You shove in your mouth 4 strips of bacon, a little bit of eggs.
Would my
Ragnar doesn't waste food.
Who left bacon?
Waste not, want not.
Not Snurp. Snurp ate that first.
It might have been Alan's.
So would my character know that the smoke that we saw was the Gnoll camp when we
You have no
passed-
idea.
Okay.
Let's operate with that.
Oh, wait. Sorry, as a backup, I don't remember who figured this out, but one of your party did work that out logically, that might have been a Gnoll camp.
Sounds like something Snurp would not do.
I'm guessing it would probably be Rhea then.
I feel like I didn't care enough to roll for that.
No, I believe that was me when I was listening in to everybody's conversation.
Roll for Gnoll.
Ruffino!
Roll for double.
That's not actually a roll. They're being smartasses. So, what are you guys doing?
Heading toward down that road.
All right.
Yeah, we're backtracking a little bit, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Down the road.
You gather your equipment and start heading into town en masse. Hilda wishes you guys a goodbye and best of luck with whatever bullshit you're getting into.
Appreciate it, thank you.
As you guys go down the town, who's kind of leading the group?
I'll be in the front. Sorry, wait. Actually,
Well, Rhea beat you to it.
Okay, I'll be in the back then.
I'll
Okay.
be skipping on the side.
Wait,
Well, I think I know where we're going.
Wait. Draw a line.
John, you might want to move your character a little
you know,
bit.
just
gotcha.
use.
I forgot, you guys are very theater of the mind oriented, or very visual oriented.
What the fuck?
You guys are going this way.
Okay, there, I'm there.
Oh.
No.
By the way, you don't need to march in single file line always.
Oh,
Just-
perfect. Then
But you
I'll
can if you want to be that weird group.
That's
Well,
our
Snurp is
marching
canonically
order.
doing that around Xanar. It's okay.
Surprise.
Can you make a perception check really quick, Phelan?
don't botch this.
Botch it, botch it, botch it.
Shush. Perception is somewhere. Oh, get out of my. Sorry. 18?
Okay.
That's good.
As you're going along and you're about to cross out the gate, you do notice that at the gate is Vance, and he's currently nailing another thing to the notice board.
Nailing.
A woman seems to be kind of like urging him along
Oh,
at this
no.
point, kind of
Oh,
tugging
no.
at his leg.
Oh no.
Oh,
He
no.
turns and sees you guys approaching.
Oh no.
Hey guys. You guys heading out for the Knoll camps?
Yes,
That's
sir.
correct.
What's the what?
What am I talking for?
Thanks.
While you're out there, keep an eye out for this one, would ya? And he kind of like turns and he looks towards the poster, and it says missing.
Oh no.
I knew it.
Oh
I knew it.
Oh.
Missing Katrina Van Wildern.
Oh boy.
It's a rough, crude sketch of a small girl. It says missing 11-year-old girl, daughter of the local daughter of the local. Oh shit! What was the word I was going to look for here?
Wizard.
Wait,
No, not the local wizard. Daughter of a local. It's a noble position. I can't remember the fucking word I wanted to use
can you
here.
repeat her name real quick? I'm just making sure I got this in the
Lord
notes because I'm going to be
Baron.
looking for her.
But yeah, missing daughter of the local wizard. Katrina Van Wild. She is got a reward of 500 gold. Her hair is dark brunette. She's normally seen playing with the rougher boys in town. She's got a high spirit, a little crass at times, but a general affection for life. It seems to be in a description brought up by her mother. Pointy ears, obviously, kind of stout, skinny build. Immediately, this stands out to one member of your group. I don't need to point out too much. The rest of you've never heard of this child. But the reward is listed as 500 gold for any information leading to her whereabouts.
Ugh,
I will
that's a lot
happily keep an eye out for her.
that's a lot of money for a little girl.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a tragedy. She's in line for quite a bit in that family, and she's the only kid they've got. So, it's kind of sad when this shit happens, but it happens out here.
Man, life is completely unfair sometimes.
It really is.
We will definitely keep a lookout for the child.
I appreciate it. I'll send what word I can around that you guys might be looking as well. Keep an eye out for the mercenary group that's also looking for these things, these GNOLL camps. They don't seem like they're going to play very fair. Just be aware of that.
Okay.
By the way, do you need any proof for the gnolls?
Oh, yes, sorry, I should have mentioned that. You'll need to bring me the ears of their leaders of each camp, or just, enough ears to prove that you took it, like 5. Their ears are pretty easy to cut off.
Who's got storage?
Wait, you said each camp? How many camps were there?
I don't know. It's just a general reward of 100 gold per camp. We just know that we've been getting a lot of raids lately, so general logic speaks that there's more than a few in the area. They typically set up raiding camps in scattered groups.
Grognar has 2 swords.
Oh, and by the way, I'm only taking left ears. That's a stipulation because some fucker tried to trick me with 2 of them once from the same knoll.
Fair enough.
How do you know which ones are left ears?
They're asymmetrical.
Figure it out.
Wait, they're
They
left.
are?
Wouldn't it just be better to bring the sets of ears? Because there could be gnolls that are missing
You know
ears.
what? Do whatever you want. Bring me the heads if you want. I just don't want to keep them.
Got it.
Besides, I would say I trust you guys, but that's marginal.
That's fair. Grognar keeps walking.
All right, good luck, guys. As you guys kind of walk past.
I kind of go.
Then
up to,
Grognar stops because he realizes he doesn't know where he's going and just kind of turns around to everybody else.
I go up to the goblin and kind of whisper into his ear, "I may know where the child is." But he'll have to follow me and tell no one else.
Okay.
Oh, wait, are they splitting off from the group?
Are they?
Where are we? Where are we compared to the dead kid? I have no idea. That's dead.
You guys have just walked past the guardhouse. If you guys were walking... Okay, let me do a little doodle.
Also, I don't know how to delete my smiley face thing.
You can use the select tool. You guys just went out this way? It's like a playbook thing. This is amazing. The questionable burial site is probably about here.
Okay.
So, do they split off?
Wait, why can't I delete your guys' shit?
I am the
Raffle.
DM.
There
Are
we
you
go.
trying to delete
Jesus.
my legs?
It's really hard to click on that.
If I'm at the,
I'm waiting
at
for the
the-
Azure's body to be deleted.
I'm not gonna poop on Azure's idle parade.
if they're splitting off, is my guy gonna notice that?
Are you guys actually splitting off?
I'm debating, should we split off?
Yeah, it's not my call.
It's not. I feel like it raises too much suspicion.
Yeah, maybe
Unless we
like
just-
dead of night.
We go to the back.
Let me move everything.
And ignore the guy that's looking straight into my soul.
I mean, if you guys wanted to shift to the back of the group and try to sneak out, you could. I'd have you make stealth checks against the group's passive perception.
I know, that's what I'm worried about. I don't think we're going to pass that.
I would have noticed them slinking to the back at the very least.
Well, if they
that
made a
looks
stealth,
suspicious.
if they did this, I'd have them check against your passive perception because you're not actively looking for your own team members.
Yeah, you're metagaming right now, Justin. You know they're going off to find a dead body. You're like, do I notice? Do I see them? Do I do this?
Sorry.
Get
It's
out.
okay. It's a habit thing.
You're fired. Get out.
You're fired from casual D&D, Athlong.
How could you?
So, are you guys doing anything, or what are you two guys doing?
I'll just be in the back for now.
Yeah,
Okay.
slide back with him. Slide into those DM.
Okay. You guys slide to the back of the group. The red-nippled little goblin, and
Squares, I'll have you know.
it's what?
Square nipples.
They are square nipples. Oh god. The rest of you keep walking. Where are you going? That's my question.
We're going back down the road towards where we saw that smoke the other day.
Okay.
It'll give us at least a starting point if they're not still there.
You guys wander for maybe about 1 or 2 hours. Is anyone doing anything while you're kind of making this trek?
Just keeping an eye out in general.
Yes, I am too, even though
I'll give you an eye.
I was in the back, but now I'm in the middle. But I got vantage.
I'd say you guys in general, whoever's keeping an eye out, can make a perception check just to kind of see what they spot along the way.
After we get out of town, I am gonna give
I rolled a 20.
I'm gonna give Xanar a little bit of breathing room after we get out of town.
23.
I won't need to be behind him as tight.
I rolled a 19.
13.
Well, plus your perception.
I know, that's what it is.
Okay, mine's a 23.
I think Cheese rolled a nat 20, I think.
No, it was an 18, but I had 20 with my modifier.
Unnatural 20. Okay.
Unnatural 20.
As you guys are walking along there, you get to roughly the spot. The rest of you kind of don't really notice too much different from normal. There's 1 or 2 times where a couple peasants with like a wagon or a horse walk by, or a mule. There's nothing too much standing out of the norm. There may be a few spottings of wildlife in the distance. Phelan, as you guys approach the spot where you think that you saw the smokestack off in the distance, as you scan the skyline, you don't seem to spot any smoke like you did that one other day.
Right, but it's also daytime, so I'm not entirely expecting to.
Yeah, you're not really sure what the camping habits of these things might be, so I don't know if you'd be expecting to or not.
What time of day is it?
It's probably about 10 in the morning.
Okay,
Roughly.
So we didn't go too far then.
No, you guys are just maybe about like a couple hours out of town.
So, that being said, I figured we should head towards it anyways and see if we can find any traces. Maybe somebody in the party can track? I don't know. I haven't been traveling with these yahoos long enough. What?
Make a survival check if you're going to be trying to lead the group towards where you think the smoke was last time.
Okay.
I mean, no one else is stepping up. You're just kind of leading the group.
I have a high thing, so 17.
17? That's not bad. You spend maybe about 15, 20 minutes walking off the trail. You guys start walking towards... Phelan hasn't really communicated things. She just seems to know where she's going, so you guys are following.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's pretty much what I'm doing.
Yep. You guys do manage to get to what seems to be an abandoned encampment. And by abandoned encampment, I basically just mean there is an old remains of a fire pit that's long since burnt out. Looks like it's a bit old. You guys don't know exactly how long. A few logs have been moved up for, seating positions. There's some really shitty, spots where you think that some tents might have been put up. But otherwise, it seems a little deserted. There's some bones in the fire pit, and it is scattered around it.
If I'm looking around,
nothing too assuming.
If I'm looking around, does it look like there was a struggle?
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Anybody want to assist me?
I will.
All right, Grognar and Xanar start snuffing around to look for signs of fights.
What's your investigation? Mine's only +2.
Mine's a -1.
Okay, you'll give me advantage. How about that?
That's why I said I would help.
That's a nat 20. Both of them are nat 20s.
Okay.
Damn.
As you look around, you do see some signs of struggle, but from what you can tell, it looks a little one-sided. It seems to be what signs of struggle you do find seem to come from one of the spots where the tents were, it seems like some large square thing was. With that roll, you can kind of tell it's the outlines of where a cage was. It looks like there was some signs of struggle where something was taken from that closer to the fire, and then there was a lot of dried blood there. And then the signs of struggle end. From a natural 20, you can probably tell they're probably dragging food from the cage, killing it, and then proceeding to cook it, from what you can tell.
There was something in a cage here. It's cooked. I hope it wasn't that girl.
It probably was. No need to worry about her. Ever again.
Yes, stare at him.
God damn it.
Oh, that's a good chest.
It's a
So,
beautiful chest.
So you said there was a bunch of bones around the area too, right?
Yep.
Can I make or can investigate to see what the bones maybe are from?
Yeah, can I help him? Can I help him with that?
You can make a medicine check with advantage, since Gamora is looking over him with you.
Unfortunately, that's only a
Gamma.
10.
Oh.
10.
Mm-hmm.
They're medium creature sized. That's about all you can kind of survive from it. You don't really know bones that well. You're not very anatomy trained.
Taste it. See what it tastes like.
That'd be Boss's expertise.
Before I go eating random bones, does anyone else have another idea?
I had a question. Did we see any tracks leading out of camp that make sense at all?
Make a survival check.
I want to help her. I'll give her advantage.
Okay.
I got 11.
From looking around, you do see that there are some tracks headed off roughly in a easterly direction. With you guys having arrived here, you came into this path kind of moving north off of a bent road. So moving east kind of puts you a little bit farther away from where the road was. But yeah, there are some tracks that seem to be leading off in that direction. You can't really make out what it is, but it's mostly just kind of the tracks that it's just, it was a large group of something moved. You don't know how many.
Hey guys, do we want to maybe follow these, or
I'll follow him.
walk around here a little longer?
Are they a lot or little?
Worst case scenario, we just wasted a little bit of time. We may as well track down whatever leads we have.
Yeah, I say let's go for it.
Okay, start follow.
All right, you guys want to put yourself in your marching order? Still traveling to the right?
I'm still going to keep trying to lead the party as best I can.
Okay. 1 second. I need to find a specific guy.
Uh-oh. Is that the player kill dice?
That would just be one that says yes. Asher, are you animating his running?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Amazing.
So fast. I wish
Okay.
copy-paste was a thing.
As you guys start walking in the general direction of these tracks, it's kind of hard to follow. You're kind of just walking along what you think is the most kind of like just what the most general looked like disturbed areas. You can't really identify the tracks too well. You didn't do too well there. And as you're walking along, Phelan, you do kind of hear a. I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, should have
Sadly,
been in the front.
I accidentally deleted my picture off the thing. Can I get it back, please?
Rip.
I feel you.
I should have been in the front. I get advantage on dexterity saves.
I was the first to ever delete my picture.
Now you must draw
Thank
yourself
you.
a beardless dwarf.
17.
17? Okay. As you're walking along here, all of a sudden, Phelan kind of seems to step in something and then immediately jump back. And the second she does that, the ground in front of her just kind of like caves in a bit. And a big, like probably like 5x5 swath of leaves and just random debris just seems to start to fall down inwards. And what you can see in the spot where it was is all the noises are just a. And what you can see from below it is that those leaves and stuff fall down maybe about 10, 15 feet into a big hole with just wooden spikes driven up in the bottom.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Assholes!
Charlie's in the forest.
Good evasion.
One second, I need to figure out how to give you control of this. I
I was
forget.
gonna say, I was like, I don't have control of it. I have a chance.
Alright, we need to be looking for traps from here on out, and I assume there's gonna be a camp nearby. Or at least someone with intent on not letting us get nearby.
Ah, filthy trap.
There you go, Chris. You got it.
Yay, thank you.
Who wants to be looking for traps?
Not kobold engineering. No, not kobold engineering.
I wanna look around, see if there is anyone moving after the trap went off.
Oh my god, it's following me!
So I'm assuming it made a crap ton of noise.
Make a perception check then, Xenar.
Well, I didn't ask for advantage, so I'll just go roll. It's fine. Yeah, that's it. I don't see nothing, probably.
What'd you get?
6.
Yeah. Looking around for movement, nothing seems to be moving beyond your immediate party. They all seem to be gathering around the hole that just sort of formed in front of you.
Okay, so let's not do that again.
Agreed.
We need to be looking for traps.
Yeah. Is anybody really good at spotting traps?
Who's got high perception?
Snarp have not great. Out of game +2.
I only got +1.
I got a +3.
Well, whoever's good at spotting traps can walk up here with me.
I
mean, I've got a 12 in passive perception, so that's somewhat decent.
I'm 13 in passive.
Snarp could try. Okay, Dwarfman got.
Ooh, that's it.
What am I reading here?
So when we start traveling again, I'm going to be a lot more cautious. So, which means I'm probably going to be moving a lot slower.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys start taking your time a little bit more. Did you say someone was looking for traps, or did you not figure that out yet?
I'm going to look for traps, and if anybody else can spot them or thinks they can help spot them, can travel up front with me.
Because I'm up there with her, like, looking for the path in addition to trying to keep my eye out for traps, but mostly I'm trying to keep an eye on where we're going.
I'll say then, Phelan, you can make a perception roll with advantage, and Grognar, you can make a survival roll.
I got a 17 for survival.
Good.
You said perception?
Mm-hmm.
19.
19? Okay.
Rolls.
As you guys are walking along, you're taking a lot slower pace this time around. You aren't really kind of rushing quite like you were before. What you do see at some point is as you're walking around here, in front of you, you do spot maybe about 50, 60 feet in front of you, there is a patch of disturbed ground. And looking around a little bit, you can see to the right of it is a tree. Up in the tree, there's a large, seems to be rope dangling with some large sack of something in front of it. You can't really quite make it out.
Okay. So I'm gonna signal to everybody to make a wide circle around whatever the hell that is.
Do you look for traps first?
I don't even want to know what it is. But if I think it might be dangerous, I'm gonna just want everybody to avoid it.
Right.
I could also take the time to disarm it so no one else, no innocents get cut by it.
Innocence.
Can we throw the goblin at it?
I don't know how to disarm traps, so I'm not even bothering messing.
Do I yet?
From what you can see about it, Phelan, it looks like the ground was disturbed, and and there's something hanging from the tree already suspended above the ground.
Oh,
It doesn't really strike you as a trap so much as maybe a trap already sprung.
Oh, that makes more sense then. Yeah, I'm gonna cautiously approach and let's see what's in there. Hopefully it's not angry at us, and hopefully it's still alive.
Okay. As you get a little bit closer, you start to look up, and you do see in it looks to be like a very rough mesh net. And in it seems to be a medium creature's body, not moving. The net is a little bit stained with dark red in certain spots.
Oh. Okay.
How high above is it?
It's currently hanging about 10 feet off the ground.
Grognar wants to poke to see if alive, but Grognar can't reach.
I put them on my shoulders.
Can I see the rope that's holding it up?
You can see the rope. It's currently hung from a large, thick branch that's just sort of hanging way up in the air above it.
Is this something I can reach?
You could reach the bag with your arms. You couldn't reach above the rope.
Could you pull it down?
Well, maybe not pull it down. Maybe we want to bring it down without accidentally springing anything else. Maybe we want to cut the rope. So I think someone jump on my shoulders and I'll let them cut.
And I jump up quick.
Make an acrobatics check.
That was all the prodding he needed.
He was waiting for his opportunity.
11.
11?
11.
You jump up, and you try to scramble up, and you get up to his shoulders, and you're like, got it! Oh, shit! And you start falling off, and you land flat on your back behind him, and you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I forgot.
And I'm gonna, as I'm laying there, I'm gonna, like, rub my hands together. They're gonna glow red. I'm gonna tap myself. I'm going to cast, where are you? It's actually not a spell, it's the warlock feature thingy. Once I find it. I'm gonna cast Fiendish Vigor on myself.
Okay, what's that do?
You cast False Life on yourself at will as a first level spell without expending a spell slot or material components. Which I roll a d4. So I get 1d4 plus 4 temporary health. So I already take the damage, but I'm just going to add the temporary on top of that.
Okay. You guys see like a dark purple black kind of energy just sort of suffice over him when he starts patting himself down a little bit on the ground.
Nope. I'd go towards the rope with my short sword, not even acknowledging that.
And I just look at Snurp and I'm like, I was going to help you. You just jumped on me without warning.
I got excited.
Next time, volunteer and I will help you.
Okay. I
We still-
volunteer.
Alright, so I go down, I pick him up, and I put him on my shoulders safely.
Okay, as you're like dad holding him on your shoulders, Snurp, you do have, you're about like eye level with the sack now.
Oh, this is the highest Snurp ever been. Okay. What am I doing up here again?
I like hand up a dagger towards him.
Okay, yeah.
Then I cut the rope.
You got the rope? And as it lands in front of you, it just kind of unfurls a little bit, and inside you do see a medium armored half-orc figure, and it reeks. As it falls, you guys, the smell finally hits you guys. It's a mixture of pungent poop and semi-decaying corpse.
Oh.
And as you look at this specifically, Charlatan, you were identified as the half-orc who took the berries you tossed to him in the cavern.
spelled
What was
better
that
back
about
then.
corpse you were talking about earlier? I think it came true.
I think it's less about the berries actually causing him to die, and more about the berries causing him to shit.
No, I get that. I'm just pointing out that it happened regardless.
Well, the good news is the berries didn't stick him.
Agreed.
Oh God. Why? Okay.
Hey, lessons learned. Thankfully, not by us.
This is gross.
I
Let's
would
see
check the
more.
corpse, but I'm not touching that.
Ragnar, do it.
No. Let the goblin do it. He's at home doing this.
Specialty.
You'll be offended if we don't let him do it.
Azure, are you actually checking it?
I'm a master of it, badly. Of course I
Okay, make an investigation check.
Okay.
Can I still assist him and help him get advantage?
If you're gonna get your hands dirty, you can help him, yeah?
Dirty
Yeah.
advantage.
Oh, that's so disgusting.
Ragnar has high constitution. He can take it.
That's what grass is for. You wipe it off in grass when you're done.
15.
15.
Mhm.
As you're checking this body over, it has some rough hide armor, which you could reasonably salvage from this guy. It seems to be that while he was in this bag looking for the sack, and how some of the sack is like pushed into him in puncture wounds, it looks like something stabbed him a bunch while he was in this bag. Like at least a few dozen times. So that's probably how he expired. You do deduce that he did shit himself severely many times. Many times. Pants are beyond repair.
Make sure you check his pay
You are
pockets.
getting way too much enjoyment out of that.
Sweet revenge.
From a 15, you do check him over a little bit. You do find that he's got a small pouch on one of his sides that contains about 2 silver and 15 copper. He also... Huh?
Go ahead. Ignore me.
He doesn't seem to have any armaments on him except for a dagger at his side. You're probably gathering that it might have fallen off of him when he triggered whatever this was. That's about the most of what you can find useful on him, except for one of those pay bills, like the you do find one of those posters for the Kobold camp, like checkout, in his waistband as well.
Grognar,
Not Kobold, Gnoll camp, yeah.
Grognar, see if he still has the small bag of berries, or if he ate it all.
I check for the bag.
You look around for that small bag. You do find the bag. on his waistband with about 2 left out of like the 20 that was in there.
I throw it to John. Still some left.
I'm just gonna grin and tuck it away.
Okay, it's not enough to really make a difference, but you have one of your dime bags back.
Exactly.
Recycle.
I'm gonna try and grab this hide armor because you said we could salvage it.
Okay. You start stripping him down of the hide armor. You have to get a little bit of the blood off. It's not in the best condition, but you can add hide armor to your inventory.
Cool.
Well, even Snurp think that smell bad.
Grognar smell worse.
Hopefully it
I
doesn't have
think
fecal
Grognar
matter.
might have smelled worse at some point.
Probably.
I want to see him try to sell it.
That was karma. Well played.
Wait.
I look at the hide armor. I cast minor illusion to make it not look poopy.
Ta-da!
Okay. It looks okay. The smell is still there.
I can't fix the smell, but it looks better.
I just kind of put it away in my bag.
Yeah, you can add a single set of hide armor to your bag. We'll just remember that it's quite stinky.
Are we near water?
Can I make a note on this?
You should be able to customize it with a note.
Are we
Yeah,
near water?
you can actually add a custom item. Just
What are you
say-
asking for, Ryan?
I can add notes. Really
just
stinky.
What were you asking, Ryan?
I was just wondering if we're close to water at all.
From what you can tell, no. You're kind of out in the middle of what looks to be plains. Plains mixed with forests, spotted here and there. Some of them are fields.
All right.
Thank you, Pooh.
Are there like leaves or something on the ground too?
Yeah, there's leaves all around. I mean, you're in a semi-wooded area.
I'm just gonna start like putting leaves on the corpse, just kind of trying to cover it up.
Okay. How long do you spend covering it with leaves?
I don't know, how long are we gonna be here?
We're getting ready to continue on.
Okay, just enough to like attempt to try and make somewhat of a burial for the poor guy.
You put like 10 leaves on top of the guy, and then you're like, eh.
Good enough. They were mean to our goblin.
All
Good
right.
enough for him.
Remember to still be wary of traps.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, 1 second. You guys go ahead and converse. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
Team
our
name.
god gone. Oh god.
I'm kind of partial to what I posted, but you know.
I'm cool with what you posted as well.
What did you post?
What'd you post?
Strange
Alright,
Company.
Or the
What
strange
was it?
companions.
Oh, we're talking about names.
Yeah, the name for the group.
That works.
The
I'm good
Strange
with that.
Company or the Strange Companions?
I like company.
Well, Strange Companions works, but either way.
Yeah, I was thinking like company of soldiers, so strange company, but vote.
I'm just really happy with all these drawings.
I do appreciate the little bit of booze you gave me.
Yeah, you're pimping a potion right there.
Oh, it's a potion. I'm still okay with this.
All right.
I also like the steering wheel for Snurp.
It's just how I envisioned him.
I want to ask, but at the same time, I don't want to ask about the 3 legs on the goblin.
No, I didn't do that.
I did that.
You
Yeah.
did
How do I
it.
delete stuff?
I
Yeah,
gotta
click on
ask,
it
is the
and then
yellow armpit hair, or what is that?
I don't know. That might be lightning.
Lightning out of your armpits, okay.
I wish I could write.
Is that a big spear sticking out of his stomach?
Yes, that is in fact a spear. I
Alright,
did
John,
that back
take
when
me on in
things were
tic-tac-toe.
different.
Let's go.
Oh lord.
There we go.
All right, here's a voting thing: company versus companions.
I definitely like company more. Companions makes it sound like we're all super duper friends.
I'll go with company.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm back,
company
sorry.
too.
Welcome back. Hadley, how do you feel about all these drawings?
About what?
These drawings.
Dear God, guys. Okay, so what are you
Stalemate.
doing?
Draw. Damn.
Well, we finally figured out a name, I think. Kind of.
Kind of.
So your group sort of gathered around the corpse of this man who shot himself half to death, and you discussed your guys' company name.
Well, actually, I've got one more thing. I observed Grognar doing, well, what he could for the corpse of Karma. I'm going to ask our cleric to give him last rites.
Oh,
Oh,
I could hear
Grognar
the.
will feel better if he lays the corpse to rest properly.
I
Do
can't
it for
believe
his
that.
beard.
Okay, I can do that. Yay.
fine. I say a brief benediction for our deceased victim of karma.
Are you just saying some words over him, or are you digging a proper grave, or?
Oh, we're not. I'm just saying words over him. I'm not going to actually grave.
He's got the
Okay.
leaves. He's fine.
She takes a few moments. She sends her words. It's a little difficult to take seriously when you just smell the overlying smell of blood and poop mixed into the air.
I pick up 2 leaves and put them over his eyes.
speaking of blood and poop.
All right. So what are you guys doing? You're sitting over this corpse. He's currently covered. Your words are
I think
done.
we need to resume the search.
Yeah, once
Yeah,
once
I'm
the
ready to go.
Keep an
I
eye
start
out
playing-
for traps still.
I start playing my bagpipe.
I'm gonna give him
Okay.
Out of
Don't
my
pull in our position with the damn bagpipe.
Oh.
Okay. Well, are you playing the bagpipe or not?
I
Please
play
don't.
him very quietly.
How does one play a bagpipe quietly?
Very quiet bagpipe.
Make a performance check.
Oh no.
Fine, I won't play bagpipe.
You can't change what you're doing just because the DM asks you to roll. But okay.
Just let us slide this once.
Who's leading? Like, which way are you guys going here?
I guess it's still the same order.
direction.
I
Just
would
same-
move. Yeah,
I'll lead
I
the
would
way.
move my guy, but I've got such a great drawing next to it, I don't feel like I can.
Nah, dude, it's not even my best work. It's gone.
My body!
I'll do it again.
Traps.
Please replace that, Phelan.
Say again.
Can you repeat that?
I'm still continuing to look for traps as we travel.
Wait,
Okay, I'd like you to make another perception check, and I'm going to have Grognar make another survival check, because it seems to be what you guys are doing right now.
Okay.
And where are you getting advantage?
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, Phelan, you can take advantage on it again if Grognar's helping you again.
Yeah, I am.
my head seems to have lost its body. I don't know how this happened.
Well, that's
19
good.
for perception, and...
6 for the survival.
Okay. With those combined rolls, you do wander for a small while, and you do spot 1 or 2 more times as you're kind of walking along here. Phelan does kind of direct the group around what seems to be a suspicious, either like a patch of grass and leaves that seems deliberately laid over some sort of net on the ground, or it is a occasional, seems to be a twig that's just sort of just so leaned up against a rope that's strung out into the distance. But at one point, Grognar, as he's walking along and he's trying to follow a specific set of tracks, he does follow it off into a bush. And all of a sudden, you guys do hear, and I'll make a dexterity saving throw, please, Grognar.
Okay.
potential flying dwarf.
That is a 4.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Flying dwarf.
How much do you weigh? I just want to know how much weight is slamming into someone.
Grognar, as you're walking along, all of a sudden you follow these tracks and you see them going around. You're like, interesting, and your foot lands in the thing, and you hear twink, and you see a stick go flying at like 80 miles an hour off to the left. You're like, that's weird. And then all of a sudden, your left leg just goes flying up above you as this tree that has been torsioned down just lets loose and goes. and your ass gets flung like far. Like as you come to the edge of the rope snaps and you get thrown. So you guys are sitting there just walking along, and all of a sudden Grognar just fucking catapulting over your guys' head, flying past you, and just lands. And you're gonna take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. As you land on hard dirt and just this bush nearby, and this tree nearby you finally stops swinging back and forth after being released of tension.
Ow.
I'm going to rush over and help Grognar to his feet.
Found one.
I start clapping. I give him a spell golf clap.
I give it a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and help him up.
Grognar found one.
You're not supposed to find them with your foot.
Now you tell Grognar.
Are you okay?
Grognar been worse.
Okay.
Grognar been worse yesterday.
2 days ago.
2 days ago, that's right. Sorry.
And now I just kind of clutch at my beard still growing in, and I get sad again.
It is a little longer now, right?
No, it's still just double. You guys really only had 2 days since that incident, I think.
Yeah.
It's like fine grit sandpaper. And his eyebrows are still looking pretty funky.
All right, moving on.
So yeah, you guys just saw a dwarf go catapulting over you. He seemed to have some good tracks where he was following, but it seems to be just the tracks of someone who's setting the traps.
Do they seem to be going in a circle? Like around something?
As you guys have been walking, it seems to be that, like, here, I'll kind of give you guys a visual. So as you guys have been kind of walking along like this way, it seems to be the traps have been kind of scattered along a linear-ish path, from what you can tell.
Interesting. Okay.
Grognar doesn't like flying.
Well,
I
I
thought you were
think
pretty
we
good
keep
at it.
going the way we've been going, unless somebody has a different suggestion.
Grognar this far. Ugh.
Might as well keep going.
As well.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys kind of like collectively start to get back together to start to move again, it's probably about like 2 in the afternoon at this point during your travels, and you guys do hear in the distance a little bit of a and
And we can
quiet
tell
again.
which direction that came from.
What that?
Rough direction you guys are going in, it's pretty distant.
Gonna keep going because apparently we're going the right direction.
All right, yeah, sure.
I don't want to speed up, mainly because I don't want to risk another flying dwarf.
I think Grognar doesn't want to
I
risk
think
Grognar appreciates that.
What about
someone needs to
flying
trade
goblins?
places with Grognar. He can't really take another hit right now.
Grognar appreciates it.
I'll take your spot if you want.
Okay, so Xanar moves up to the front with Phelan. Ryan, are you actually where you are? Same with you, Womble. Are you way out in front?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Womble, please move yourself to where you actually are. Otherwise, I'm going to assume you're in the front.
Which
Okay.
doesn't make any sense because Rhea says she's been in the front.
Okay.
I mean, Womble wants to sprint out into the group. That's fine. Okay.
Whatever. I won't be.
I'll have you guys make one more set of checks. This time, let's just do it straight. Perception for Phelan, if you're looking for traps. Xanar, are you just trying to find out where you're going?
18.
Hold on, yeah, man.
I'll tell you what, you can either help look for traps, or you can try to keep track of where the tracks are going.
Rio, what did you roll?
18.
Take advantage.
well.
Just take advantage for the hell of it.
Okay.
Yeah, still an 18.
Okay. You guys travel in the general direction from which you heard the noise, and you guys are looking for traps. You spot a handful more And at one point, you guys do come to one with that roll. You do notice. Oh god damn it! I need to stop switching tabs like that.
Oh,
We actually can see things.
my Birdman.
Birdman.
Birdman has died.
Jeez, what? Did you not want to be a Birdman?
No, because I didn't fly very majestically.
Oh. I was about to give Aflong some strong arms.
Oh shit! I really need to give you guys each control these again. Good.
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 I think that's enough drawing for the day.
Agreed.
Give me a second while I regain control here.
I can't move. Oh, wait. Crap. I can't move yet. Padley, why?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Oh my god, he's not even trying.
There's 7 of us. There's 7 of us. Relax.
He's like, I'm trying. Oh, he's not even trying.
While you're doing that, I'll be right back.
Trying is
No,
relative.
that's
That's
what you
why I say such things.
Oh, Aflong's already got Aflong. Okay.
Ah, you're about to give Aflong me.
Hmm.
I don't want him to have that kind of power.
Assuming direct control.
One man should not have had all that power.
Oh, Brian's gonna be back in a minute. All right, Adja, you are you again.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I can move too.
All of you guys find yourself. Okay, stop moving.
Okay. Okay.
I will bolt your asses to the floor.
Okay, let me think on where I'd be in relation to where everything is. I'd probably be holding on to Aflong's leg.
Okay,
I was in
that's
the
fair.
front.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
No worries.
Welcome back.
As you guys get there, you guys do detect right in front of you. Oh, that's not the fucking shape I wanted, game.
But that's such a good shape.
That's not the shape I wanted.
Freehand is what I wanted, damn it. You guys do detect ahead of you. There seems to be a thin, like, rope line, maybe about a foot off the ground, strung straight in front of you.
I think we should walk into it.
I'm
I
gonna-
think you're-
Grognar disagrees. Did not end well for him last time.
See what my gut is telling me.
I'm gonna stop the group.
Thief
Walk around
tools?
it.
Thief tools?
I pull out my thief tools too.
Okay.
I want
What
to
would you like to
forward.
do with the rope?
Find
I'm gonna
a
go back up.
mechanism?
Okay. Make a proficiency. Make your check with proficiency and dex. Are you proficient with these tools?
Snurp is.
Go on.
All right, do it.
Auto. Go.
Can I also assist him because I also have thieves' tools?
Yeah, if you guys are both doing it, you can give him help since you're both proficient.
I'm gonna step back.
Okay,
Good
well,
choice.
Likewise.
the first one was a natural 19.
A natural 19, and the second one is
Less. So, okay, 19 plus my dex, 3 plus 2, 5, 7, 27.
27. Holy shit. As Snurp kind of like gets down and starts sniffing around, and Grognar points around a little bit, like, no, it's over there. Okay, please stop drawing on the map. I'm gonna take that away in a little bit here.
Hey, that was already there. And
I know.
probably an accident.
As you're kind of sniffing along there, you do spot in the long distance there, you see that there is a tree that's maybe about, like, set up over here. And it's a massive tree with what seems to be wooden spikes built into it that's currently torn all the way back in, like, a very tense position, aiming directly in the road where you guys are going towards. And as you kind of look at it, you take the line, you move it aside a little bit, and you just sort of wedge it into the tree a little bit, and you hammer it in. And then you can snip the line as it's going along, and the rope's cleared, and the line from the tree is still taut. Whoopsies!
Grognar, no.
So you managed to successfully stop yourselves from getting impaled in the chest by a giant tree branch.
Grognar
Add
appreciates
rope
it.
to inventory? Maybe?
It's only like 10 feet of twine. It's not really worth holding on to.
Okay.
I high five the Duergar.
I high five back.
Dark
So,
vision boys.
Gotta be quiet.
someone make a perception check. I'll say... those two are busy, so I'm going to say Womble make a perception check.
No, I have lots of perception, Padley. You're gonna regret that.
I feel like we're gonna be the ones regretting it in the front lines.
Ooh,
Yep.
that's a number 5 right there.
Yep.
5? Alright.
Squeak, squeak.
I basically did just turn these guys into Viet Cong, yes, if that's what you're wondering.
Yes, I was wondering. Because most of these traps, I'm just thinking, this sounds a lot like the Viet Cong warfare.
I mean, I don't know. That's where I pull my shit from. Womble, you were not really seeing anything. It's pretty clear ahead of you guys. You guys end up just like, you guys can advance if you want to.
Yep.
Okay. As you kind of walk ahead there, you guys didn't really pay attention and no one really spotted it, but you guys probably get up to about... Like, grab your group here and move it up.
Oh no.
Are they still
You
in
guys
the front?
get up to here until you guys, as you're looking for traps and you're looking at the ground, all of a sudden you look up and there's a gnoll sitting probably about like 40 feet from you that kind of like looks up from carving this piece of wood that he was carving at, looks up at you, Snarp, and goes, and everyone roll initiative, please.
I slink the fuck down into whatever bushes are nearby.
Alright. I don't have advantage on initiative rolling, do I?
19.
You don't get a bonus.
You gotta wait until Padley asks for the range, Azure.
If you can, please.
Oh yeah, he wanted a ring.
Yeah, I do nerd things, like I need to remember things in order else I'm fucking lost.
Well,
Let me get my official FICO notes.
well, despite the fact that the lizard band's at the very back of the park, rolled a 20.
You know what's really funny about this is that my notebook is interlaced with like work notes, and then like D&D initiatives and health, and then work notes.
I mean, priorities.
Right? Let me roll their initiative first, really quick here. Oh, they did good. Okay, 20 to 25.
I rolled a 20.
Okay, what's your dex modifier?
There isn't one.
So you're
So
plus 0.
Got it.
Yes.
And then... Man, Charlatan's really long to write out. 15 to 20.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a 16.
I have a 19.
19.
If you want to make it easier for writing, you can just write.
Yeah, Phelan and Azure, what are your dexterity modifiers?
+2. Oh, what?
Azure
She's
sounded
an
so
elf, you're a
sad.
goblin.
How did this happen?
Azure just sounds so sad.
It happened because she's an elf.
Ryan, you got 16?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was great.
Man, I actually have to write your name now. I'm so happy.
Typical dexterous elf.
Ryan, is it Gamera or Gamara?
Gamera.
Gamera. I'll get it eventually.
I make no promises.
Game
Gamera.
bruh.
Get
10 to
cultured,
15.
you uncultured
Zanar got
swine.
13.
What'd you ask?
Snurp
10 to 15.
Cheese got a 10.
have a 10.
Zanar got a 13.
Oh, Xanar. What are you guys' dex modifier? Not you, Xanar.
3.
1.
That's even less than mine.
I'm a dwarf, man.
How does Cheese have a less of a dex modifier than the Warlock?
That's
Don't worry
everyone,
about it.
correct?
Kobolds get a +2.
Did I not mention anyone? Nope. Okay, here we go. Here we go!
Hey, what's your initiative, Padley?
I
All
won't
of
tell you. Just kidding. They got first because they rolled high.
Also, I'd like to
Oh.
point out that every time I'm in the front, I always roll the worst, and every time I'm in the back, I roll the best. I should remember this in the
So-
future.
As you guys get in there, and this one gnoll just turns and looks at you. And goes, all of the other gnolls turn around and they're fucking ready. They are like they have been waiting for this. Apparently, they are just fucking antsy for a fight.
Shit.
These ones here are going to immediately drop what they're doing and turn on you guys. These two are going to, a little bit taken aback, they're going to readjust and move back a little bit. This one's going to move up a little bit. And they're going to take some shots. Let's say... Okay, I got 6-2. Snurp, what's your AC?
14.
Oh, no.
It's okay. I got 8 temporary HP.
You were going to need it because one of them hit and one of them crit.
Shit.
Oh, fuck.
Well, at least you have a cleric at the party.
Immediately, all three gnolls just start unloading with longbow rounds just towards your guys' direction. Snurp, you're the first one to get hit. Your first one just nails you straight in the shoulder. You're going to take 6 points of piercing from that one. And you're going to take 8 points of piercing as one nails you right in the throat.
God.
Grognar, there's a couple headed in your direction. What's your AC?
Grognar, that is a 12.
12? Okay. One of them you managed to just deftly dive out of the way of, but another one manages to hit you. You're going to take 9 points of piercing damage as one lodges straight into your ass.
Wait,
Ah!
does he have uncanny dodge yet, or is that later?
I think it's later. Womble, you're going to get 1. Oop, that's cocked. What's your AC, Womble?
12.
All right, that one's going to hit you for... That landed in a spoon. I think that's technically cocked. Oh, that's going to be 10 points of piercing damage on Womble.
Not even close.
Phelan, you're going to get hit by one. What's your AC, Phelan?
18.
What is it?
18.
18. Fuck. You're the first one who actually just pulls up a shield and it just right into the shield. It goes about like 4 inches past your arm in the arm guard. And you're like, whoa! The couple of gnolls who were sitting there with some spears, they start foaming at the mouths a little bit. And they just fucking bull rush. They just go crazy. They start going, and they just... Wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 55. That one's going to sprint to there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
They are fast.
They're using an ability. They just go foaming at the mouth and they just fucking bolt towards you guys. And then that's going to be their turn. That brings us to the charlatan. What are you doing?
Screaming and running away.
No, I feel like the party might not forgive that action.
I don't forgive the arrow in my butt either.
You just got butt. Snurp got into.
Grognar went flying earlier too.
Lord. I can't occupy the same space as a player, can I?
You cannot. You can pass through them, but you cannot occupy the same space. It's not like you can't fit in the same 5-foot space, but you can't like effectively fight if you're within the 5-foot square, so you have to be out of it.
So I can go, let's see. I cannot control my character.
Oh, sorry. Let me check that.
Yeah, I have control of his character for some reason.
Oh, that's because I'm a dumbass, guys.
So that one's 20. You can get that to that one, or that one. You can go save your dwarf.
That movement measurement is not that accurate.
Okay.
Movement rules are every other diagonal costs twice as much to move.
Yeah, my plan was to go 5, 10, 15. Okay.
Oh, every
No,
other diagonal. I thought it was.
Get out, mouse.
I thought it was the first diagonal. Okay.
No, the first diagonal costs the same. The first diagonal.
So that's 1.
So it would be 5, 15, 20, 30. It'd kind of be like that for the diagonals.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you for clarifying.
Mm-hmm. Where would you like to go, John? I can tell you if you can get there.
All right. Well, that was what I was trying to do. Yeah, just right.
If you click the map and hold, it'll ping a location, and I can always move your character if you want to know if you can get there or not. The movement rules are a little bit weird.
How do you ping?
Hold a click on the map. There you go.
Okay.
So you want to get where? There?
Right there.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, and you can get right there.
Okay, I'll just ready defense.
Okay, what are you doing specifically? Are you preparing an attack, or are you doing like a dodge action? If you did a dodge action, the opponents have a disadvantage to hit you.
Isn't that what readying defense is, though?
Well, you just have to clarify it is all.
Yeah, I mean, like, in my mind, readying a defense can mean either I'm going to stab someone who gets close to me, or I'm just going to try to dodge shit that comes at me.
So, if you're looking at your character sheet, if you're looking at the Actions tab, you have this section called Actions in Combat. That's what you can essentially do for your main action, and there's also bonus actions. You can have a bonus action as well.
And on top of that, too, if you can think of something like, I want to pull this lever, or I want to talk to this guy, or yell something, I can always take those as an action as well.
In that case, I will dodge.
Okay, so you get in this ready stance where you just sort of spread your legs apart and you duck down a little bit, getting ready, kind of moving your butt back and forth. All right, that's your turn, unless you have a bonus action you want to do.
I do not.
All right, we are on to Phelan.
I'm gonna pull out my crossbow.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and nail this motherfucker.
All right, you take out your crossbow, you aim it over their shoulder, take a shot, go for it.
Natural 19. Hold on.
Natural 18 hits. I'm not even gonna, roll damage.
Eight.
8 damage, piercing damage to that motherfucker. All right. Crossbow bolt just goes flying across the battlefield, sticks that guy right in the lower gut, kind of bends over a little bit, kind of grabbing his crossbow and bringing it up again, ready to go. Do you have a bonus action or movement you want to do?
Skims over Grognar's head, cutting off the one hair he has left.
No.
I don't have anything.
You can move if you want.
Any bonus actions?
I'm behind people, so I'm good.
All right, Phelan is done. Womble, you're up.
Oh,
Okay.
reload. Sorry,
I'm
reload.
gonna
Yeah, you're good.
Gonna throw a dagger at
You're a
this guy.
spellcaster. If
Okay.
you want to, whatever.
Let him do what he wants to do.
I'm gonna throw a dagger.
All right, make a dexterity attack plus proficiency. So dexterity plus proficiency and throw it.
Okay, dexterity.
How many daggers do you have on you, by the way?
1.
Good to know.
Dexterity. So
Snurp still has my dagger from earlier.
Oh,
It's
I
just
would
an
have
attack
given
with
it
the
back.
dagger.
Oh, okay. Ooh. That's so plus dexterity is 8. That's pretty good right there.
As Womble takes out this dagger from his pouch, and he just kind of leans over to whip it, it goes flying, and it just sort of like the knoll that's up front here just kind of watches it as it sails past his head and like sort of bounces, and lands like way over here.
Damn.
Might have
I'm
a
gonna
bonus
use my
action.
bonus action to say we're all going to die.
Wait, do you have any bonus actions to like hide or anything? Or?
I'll allow it. I don't think you would at level 2.
Nimble escape.
What is Nimble Escape?
disengage or hide action as a bonus action.
You could hide if you were in a spot that I would allow you to hide, but right now you're in the middle of just a field with people. You could hide behind Xanar, or if you moved behind a tree.
Yeah, there are trees. Trees are sturdy. They're definitely protect me from arrows.
And don't forget, I left you last time.
You did
Oh.
leave me last time, like all other people in my life.
As some help,
I didn't leave you.
as some help, that's a tree branch. That's a trunk right there.
Yeah, I'm feeling like definitely gonna be using. Wait a second. Yeah, I'm gonna be using Nimble Escape.
Why would they change the fucking color of these? Whatever. Okay, so move your character first.
Like,
Or I can move him. Here you go.
like this?
Yeah, move him over there. And if you're gonna use the hide action, I guess.
Yeah.
Make a stealth check.
Stealth check.
His butt's gonna be hanging out again, isn't it?
Plus 2. This one, I am well hidden at a number 6. That's a good roll.
As you go diving behind this tree, you fall about a foot short, and there's one gnoll that's just staring at you while you're doing this. He's like right next to Grognar, and he's about to stab Grognar, but he stopped for a second. He looked at you. As there's this goblin that's just like an inch short from the tree that's currently just prone, like scrambling to get behind the tree.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty confident you're hidden. The rest of your party's pretty confident you're not. Gamera.
Yeah.
I got it. It's you. Your turn. Xanar, you're on deck.
Oh,
Can I throw a javelin at this guy, or are the people in the way?
You can get it over the dwarf.
Yeah, I'm short.
yeah, there's only really one person in between.
I'm 4.5 feet tall, essentially. You got some space.
I'll only really say that he's undercover if I don't think you really have that good of an opportunity to hit him, but I'm just kind of visualizing in my head. Gnolls are kind of tall.
All right, yeah, I throw my javelin at him.
Make an attack roll with it.
And that's the 6-sided dice.
No, that's the 20-sided die, plus there's an attack roll thing on that website. It should tell you next to the javelin what the attack roll is. Shut up.
Oh, 1d6 plus 2.
Nope, that's the damage roll that you have to do.
Yeah, the
you
hit
first have to
DC.
roll to attack to hit him.
Do you have it equipped?
Yes.
Okay, are you looking at the actions tab?
I believe I am.
Because it's under hit/DC.
Yeah, because there's a couple of columns. Attack, range, hit,
Oh, that's
DC. You're looking under
4.
hit, DC.
Yeah, it's a 4.
So you roll a d20 and then you add 4 to it.
Oh, okay. So that's 24.
Oh, you got a nat 20?
That's a
You
nat
had a
20.
nat 20?
Yep.
So nat 20 is special. I want you to roll damage now, but double the number that comes up on the dice.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
So
then-
you said it was 1d6 plus what?
1d6 plus 2.
So roll a d6.
Yes. I rolled a 6.
That is 6 times 2 is 12, plus 2 is 14 damage.
Damn.
With one javelin.
done.
Equalized.
Fly
a
my
good-
javelin.
Which
Fly.
one did you throw him at? Which one did you throw it at? The dwarf one?
This one. Yeah.
Okay. 14 points of damage against him. Holy shit. Grognar, as you're kind of like lining up with this guy, all of a sudden a javelin just comes out of fucking nowhere and nails this thing straight through the chest.
I kind of pat the top of my head and I'm glad I'm short.
Yeah, and this man just looks fucking terrified. Like it looks down like, and it's panicking. You can tell it's one of his lungs are just fucking wrecked, and it's got a spear ready to go, but it was not expecting this.
I put my arm up and like cheer.
Okay. Do you want to move or bonus action or anything?
No. What are my bonus?
What's your inspiration? Is that a bonus action?
I don't know if inspiration's a bonus action. He'd have to look.
I think it's a full action.
I'm gonna pull
Paul?
up his character sheet, which is still entitled Sexosaurus Rex's character. Oh. Is that
100% what Bardic Inspiration does. It might boost an attack roll. Let me read it really quick.
As a bonus action, a creature other than yourself within 60 feet that can hear you gains inspiration, which would be a d6 for 10 minutes. The creature can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. So it could be an attack roll, but not the damage roll.
Okay. So you could buff someone by inspiring them somehow, Ryan.
Alright, yeah, I'll do that.
How are you inspiring who?
So it's everyone in 10 feet, or do I have to... or 6
One person within 10 feet.
Alright, I inspire him.
That's
Yes,
not within 10 feet.
God damn it. I
You have
inspire...
the option
within-
of...
we can move.
It's within 60 feet.
Oh, 60 feet, so you can do anyone.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, him.
How do you inspire Womble?
Good question.
Tell him you're friends with him.
Tell him that he hid very well.
I just applaud his abilities. It brings tears to my eyes on the inspiration he brings with his hiding.
Always was known to be best in the class of hiding.
You feel so good about yourself right now, Womble. The faith that this man shows in you, it just brings you to a new level. Never in your life before has anyone believed in you as much as this Dragonborn that you've barely ever talked to.
I blush.
They spent the whole day yesterday together.
They did! Alright, so Womble, you can now use a d6 on any attack roll or skill check within the next 10 minutes.
But only once.
Wait,
Alright, that is going to be Gamera's turn. Gamera?
Gamera.
God, fuck me.
He still has movement if he wants to move any.
You could move if you wanted to.
No, I think I'm good.
You
Don't
can
wanna hang out
move
with
if
your
you want
goblin
to. Alright, Xanar, you're up. Snurp, you're on deck.
Alright, so this guy that I'm pinging here, how's he looking?
He has a massive javelin through his chest, and he's currently haggardly breathing because he still really wants to attack this fucking dwarf, but he's not. He's hurt.
Okay.
I would also say he's probably not your type.
So if I move here, I have advantage with Ragnar there, correct?
Yeah, I'll say I'll take flanking on that one.
Okay.
I'm still not totally sold on flanking, so I might change those rules later, but we'll see.
Okay. You're cool. I mean, if you wanted to play by the real rules, I'd probably have to be there for flanking.
No, flanking's totally an optional rule set.
Okay.
It's kind of arbitrary and it's up to the DM. I'll take it for now, but if I feel like it's getting a little bit bunky later, I'll just turn it off entirely.
Alright, so I have moved 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. Okay. And I am going to attack this guy, not before raging first. I need to rage first.
Bonus action rage.
Bonus
Normal
action.
rage, right?
Yep. It's for a minute. Okay. 10 rounds. I probably should be keeping track of these, but it's been always like less than 10 rounds for the most part.
Yeah, still keep an eye on it, but normally you don't have an issue with it. 10 rounds isn't the issue, it's whether or not you go a full round without receiving or taking damage.
Yeah, that is the true issue.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm attacking that boy. I assume it's a boy. Actually,
good idea.
I shouldn't gender them.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
have
wanna
no idea about the
misgender
sex of gnolls.
Throw something at you.
Alright, okay. I get advantage, I'm raging, and... Oh, I'm glad I took the advantage, because they're both kind of crap rolls. Hold on. 15?
15 does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Alright. I'm not happy with that. Okay.
Snurp, as a small side effect, you are slightly enamored with the quality of the studded armor that these two gnolls are attacking you with.
Okay. This was kind of a crap roll, but hopefully it does the job. 8 damage.
8 damage.
my
All right.
maul.
As this guy's kind of clutching the javelin that's in his chest, you sprint around Grognar. You come around and you just swing with your maul straight into the back, and it cracks the shaft of the javelin as this gnoll just gets slammed and flops down onto the
I
ground.
don't want to break his javelin.
You broke his javelin. He's down.
You didn't specify that on your attack.
It happens.
I didn't want my beard burnt off, but that happened too.
Yeah, like there are optional rolls that say like you can recover 50% of the projectiles from a battle. That was one of the unfortunate 50.
Yeah. Ryan, you can mark a javelin off of your inventory. You lost that one.
Kind of like how I lost my 2 arrows in that first big fight we had.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm
Shit
my
happens,
arrow
yo.
boss.
I salute my weapon.
Okay. Xanar, that's your full turn. Snurp, you're up. Grognar, you're on deck.
I could move a little bit. Hold on.
Do you want to move a little?
So I move 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to go take my 30 to right there.
Okay. Snurp, you're up.
All right, I'm going to kind of crack my knuckles. I'm going to point at the guy in front of me, and I'm going to go, flee. I'm going to cast command on him.
Okay, that's a wisdom saving throw.
Correct.
What DC?
14.
He fails.
Nice.
As you do that, he kind of gets this terrible, wide-eyed expression. Like, he came in with rage and foaming mouth, and then as you kind of command him that, kind of gets this blank, like... he's pretty spooked.
So, the target spends its turn moving away from you by the fastest available means, but that's on his turn.
Oh, I know. That's my bread and butter on my cleric character.
Flee!
Okay.
Anything else, Snurp?
I will stay there, and
Okay.
yeah, that is gonna be my turn.
Grognar, what you got?
Mr.
Grognar's
Snow.
very hurt. So Grognar's gonna go back here and go and try to do stealth.
Ah,
Um,
that's a good
you
tactic.
would need to be behind something you could use as cover. So you needed to be behind a tree or possibly an ally of sorts.
Right, I thought I was behind John. Because unless you want me to be here instead.
You could kind of hide behind them. Make a stealth roll.
Okay.
Jeez, more.
That is a 14.
14.
Come over here, behind this tree.
Okay. You dodge back behind the combat. It seems like everything's so busy that as you kind of glance around the charlatans, as you glance around your comrade's shoulder, you can see that the gnolls are too preoccupied. They seem to have lost track of you.
Cool. And then I'm just gonna switch from my short sword to my bow or my crossbow, and that's gonna be my turn.
Alrighty. As we come back around here, this one... God damn it, that was not what I wanted. This one here is just like... you can make an attack of opportunity Snurp if you would like to.
Okay. I do not
It'd have to
one
be
point.
a weapon,
Yeah.
right?
With my trusty dagger.
I remember when I had.
That
a
is
trusty
a
dagger.
nat 20.
I remember when I had a job.
Nice. Okay. Make your attack. Roll your damage. Double the dice.
That's a 3, so a 6. So total of 9.
All right. As he's about to sprint away from you, absolutely terrified, you just reach out and you slash at his hamstring, and it gets him bad. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. He's gone.
Hi.
This group here is going to kind of move back a little bit. Actually, kind of move a little bit this way.
Oh, no.
I don't know what that symbol is, and I didn't mean to put it on them. They're going to swing around here, and they're going to start loosing more arrows in your guys' direction. Snurp, you're going to get 1. What's your AC?
14.
Brain, please work, Brain. Okay. One arrow just goes flying straight past your shoulder. Three of them are gonna go for Xanar. Yep. What's your AC?
14.
2 of them hit. 1 of them goes wide. You're gonna... Motherfucker. 10 points of piercing damage, 4 points of piercing damage as 2 arrows just lodge right into your arm. Yep, you'll get half those because you're raging.
And I snap him off my chest, or wherever they hit.
One of them's gonna go for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of them's going for the charlatan. What's your AC, John?
My AC is 13. I actually have a legitimate. Based on the angle of the kobolds, I'm partially obscured by the tree.
I'll give you some cover from that, just from...
Also, he's at disadvantage because he is dodging.
I'm also dodging.
That's a point, actually. I'll give him that. He did roll shitty there. So, one of the arrows goes flying towards you past the tree, and you just sort of duck out of the way, and it goes flying into the distance in the forest below it behind. One of them is going to be shooting at Womble.
What?
That's gonna hit. Womble, you
Doesn't he
take
get, like,
5
half
points
cover
of
for that,
piercing
though?
damage. As you're kind of sitting there poking around, one of the arrows just lodges straight in your ass as you're kind of trying to peer around the tree.
My world
These
grows
guys have
older.
ass-seeking arrows. What the hell is this?
That's 5 points of piercing damage for you, Womble.
Dying.
And that is their turn. Charlatan, you're up.
All right. Let's see. Damn, they are a long ass way.
Remember too that I do range a little bit weird. I go in by a circle, not really like. I guess I don't know how to explain it.
I was using it as an estimate, basically.
Yes, okay.
Can I actually get close enough to one just dashing?
You won't have an action if you dash.
Oh, damn. All right. Then
If
I
you
will-
dashed, you could get like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Can I get
You
like?
could get like that far if you ran.
Wait, you've got Step of the Wind.
That's true. I do.
Yeah, I don't think you've spent a key point yet, have you?
I have not.
I keep forgetting you're a fucking monk. Like, I don't know what I think you are, but I just forget you're a monk.
That's true. I do have Step of the Wind.
By the way, Azure, this is your dagger.
Oh,
Someone fart.
No.
that was impossible.
So yeah, if you dash, you could use it as a bonus action. So you could go use your double movement and then still have an action.
That's true.
If you double moved, you could maybe get, let me see here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. You could get within range of like this guy if you dashed.
Which guy? Oh. So I'd be like, what, right here?
Right here, but either one, yeah, actually.
Okay.
Well, you're in attack range.
So Lizard Man just fucking gets down on the ground, gets into like a sprinter stance, and then just fucking starts pumping his legs and just fucking gets into distance really fast. And what did you like to do, John?
Let's see.
Bite his freaking hand off.
No, let's not go for the hand today. Let's approach. He's about the same height as me, so I could just lean in.
Hopefully.
He's a little shorter than you.
What if he's covered in poison? You should lick him first.
I don't feel like I need to lick him.
Do the lick test.
I feel like you should lick him.
Give his neck a
Like a
lick
good
first. Then you'll kill him lickety split.
God damn it.
Was an 8.
Snurp commit suicide after that joke?
Indeed.
Phelan, you're on deck, by the way.
Yep.
Oh. You're up, Rhea.
No, I'm on deck.
No, she's on deck. I'm waiting for you to decide what you want to do, John.
Sorry. I will freaking... Damn it, stupid
Tell him what you're doing.
I was going to try and bite the stupid thing in the neck.
Okay, roll for your bite.
That is an 18 with a strength modifier. It's a 20.
Nice.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
See, that is 1d6 plus 2. Let me find my d6 in here somewhere. Unfortunately, that was a 1 plus 2, so it was 3.
All right. You reach out and you just manage to get like the side of this thing's arm, and you rip off a small chunk of it, kind of like squeals back a little bit, but then kind of pulls like its own spear out from its backpack. It gets ready to kind of engage you a bit. That's going to be your whole turn. Phelan, you're up. Womble, you're on deck.
Deck. The poop
Alright,
deck.
I'm going to aim for the same one.
Which one is that?
That one?
Okay.
Wait, this is the one that fled, right?
Yeah, he just fucking bolted after Snurp just like screamed demonic words at him.
To be fair, you probably could find him after the because he had ruptured wounds.
I'm not
He's
worried
probably leaving.
I want to get the archer.
Okay.
I'm going to nail him with my crossbow again.
All right, roll for attack.
16.
That'll hit. Roll your damage.
6.
6 points of damage against that guy. All right. Another crossbow bolt goes flying out, and this guy was kind of leading up for another shot. You manage to just nail him right through the cartilage of his armpit. His arm kind of goes limp a little bit. He's having a hard time using it now. He kind of looks in your direction, kind of yelps a bit. He's looking a little hurt. He's looking a little fucked up. Would you like to move or bonus?
Reload my crossbow.
Yep, okay. I generally assume if you're going to reload at the end of the round, that's kind of how they work, but alright. Phelan gets down and kind of crunches and pulls up and loads another bolt. Womble, you're up.
Okay. This epic music is telling me what I must do. I am going to run
Rita's got
away.
to run to the pharmacy really fast, so we're just going to keep going on our turns.
Okay.
I'll be on headset.
She's going to
Ryan,
help.
you are on deck. Alright.
I'm going to run away very hard.
Where are you going?
Straight down.
Alright. Are you going full distance, 30 feet, or what do you got?
Bravely run away.
My legs are
away.
not long. I only got 30 feet. Wait, can I go?
Brave Sir Bumble ran away.
Shit. Yeah.
Well, you
I'm
can take
gonna
a
go.
dash action.
Shit. 1, 2, 3. No, wait. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, wait. Dash action? What is that?
That's just
You
your
use
action.
your action to move again.
Yeah, I'm going to go over, I don't know, here. Gonna dash, and then I'm going to go all the way over here. Here.
Alright, yep, that's fine. So you just sprint and you go across and you go behind this other massive tree. You're pretty much in cover now, so you're pretty well protected. If you have any bonus action, you can do it. Otherwise, that's going to be your turn.
Yeah, it's my turn. I
All
feel
right.
safe.
Wait, can you bonus action hide?
No, he's not a rogue, and that's only a rogue thing to do at certain levels.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know if it was a
Gamera,
goblin thing.
you're up.
Okay.
Gamera. Jesus fuck.
I move right there.
5, 10, 15. Yep, you can move there.
All right. And not too far away still for anything I have.
Yeah, I'm guessing that inspiration didn't really help the goblin now, did it?
He hasn't used it yet.
Yeah, but he still has it, so.
He's not feeling very inspired if he's running away like that.
Hey, man, he's got another 9 minutes and 54 seconds to use it. He's fine.
Fair enough.
Sorry about that. I dropped a thing.
How many times can I use my bardic inspiration?
You
You
have.
should have a limited number of uses as an ability thing that you have to mark off every time you use it, correct? I've never played a bard, so I have to actually kind of look here.
So do you
it looks
see-
4 uses, and he's used 1 already. And yeah, you need to be checking this off whenever you use a bardic inspiration.
Yeah, so you click one of the boxes to fill it up.
Alright, so I'll just end my turn right now, I guess.
You can still do an action if you want, if you have anything you can do.
Yep, you've got spells too.
You have options, Ryan.
I think they're more than 30 feet away, aren't they?
They are, but you can also either run to get closer, or you can do something else for an action. You don't have any spells that are beyond 30 feet of range?
No.
Oh.
No, I do not.
Well, you can either like get behind the tree and take cover, you can take an action to dodge, you can yell something, or you can do whatever.
Yeah, I would at least hold a dodge action if you're gonna be ending your turn there.
And
How much more can I run up?
If you did a sprint action, where were you originally?
Because they
It's like right here.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Without doing a sprint, you could move here. Okay, come on, there we go. If you sprinted then, you could get up to like 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. I would say you could get up to them.
Ooh.
Just barely.
Yeah, I guess I'll run up to here. Since I'm able to get that far, and then I'll do my Dragon's Breath.
The bonus action? No, that's just an action.
Oh,
No,
that's
no.
bonus.
Yeah. Do you want to run up there? If you don't, I mean, like, if you run up there, that's your whole turn right there.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
you could still do Bardic Inspiration and like give it to John or something. If you felt like it.
I guess I'll move back since that was my whole turn. Sorry.
Okay. Well, do you want to do anything for action then? Like just dodge or something like that? Or
I'll give him inspiration.
all right. How do you inspire the charlatan?
I run up behind him, like I just did, smacked him on the shoulder, said good luck, I ran back, and now I'm playing music.
All right. I'll take that. You. All of a sudden, John, you just sitting there in the front line, you just feel a big meaty slap on the back as this fucking weird dragonborn just comes sprinting behind you, just like, good luck, and then just starts playing the fucking bagpipes as he runs back towards the back of the line.
You know what? I can appreciate that.
And you can use a d6 on any ability or attack roll in the next 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Once.
So he moved here, so he used his bonus action. Then he can use his action still. Yeah.
He could, yeah. If you wanted to use an action, Ryan, you could. I would say maybe just dodge or something like that.
Yeah, dodge.
Okay.
Yeah, dodge.
So you get ready while you're playing your bagpipes.
Mhm. I wiggle my
That's-
butt a little.
Okay, you do a lot of butt wiggling while you're using your bagpipes. Gamara's done. Xanar, you're up. Snurp, you're on deck.
It's my turn.
Yep.
Okay. I thought other people were going before me. Okay, whatever. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can get right where the dagger is. I'm not going to pick it up or anything. I'm just kind of standing over it. And of the two gnolls, which is looking rougher?
Make a medicine check.
That didn't sound very medical. Poor Apple.
Medicine. That's a 15.
15? From what you can tell, the one on the left has got 2 crossbow bolts just sort of stabbed into him. He's looking pretty rough. The other one looks like he's just got like a bit of blood running from one of his arms.
Blood running from one of his arms. Okay, so this one has the 2 bolts.
Yep.
Okay, I will probably be throwing a javelin, but I do have a question real quick. Reckless attack. Does that apply to ranged weapons as well? It doesn't quite say. It just talks about strength weapons, and I am using strength alongside the javelin.
I had this question with my players in my game. I wanted to see what your ruling is.
Yeah, give me a minute.
We're going to jail.
I would like to do reckless attack if I'm throwing a javelin. But if I can't do it, I'm just throwing the javelin. Fine. Either way, javelin's gonna be thrown at a bitch.
Nope, it's melee weapon attack rolls only.
Okay. Oh, yep. I see that now. It does say melee. My apologies.
God damn it, Athlon!
I missed it.
Hey, that's
I'm
the
just
melee
testing
weapon
your
he's throwing.
DM powers, okay?
Don't do that, they're weak.
He's throwing a melee weapon.
Okay,
Yeah, my barbarian was trying to recklessly shoot a bow, and I'm like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a melee weapon that's being thrown, so I feel
No.
Why do you have to make things more complicated?
No.
DM says no.
Wait. What if Athlon cuts
I'm
off
throwing a
his arm?
javelin at this bitch.
Non-reckless, go.
You can throw a javelin normal. It's not even a DM ruling, that's a base rule.
Fuck you, it's 8.
After you're sitting there going like, is this a melee attack? Fuck, I forgot to throw it! And then you whip it. It goes way too high, and it just embeds in the cliff face behind it by a bit. This man doesn't really know what you were trying to figure out before you threw it, but he's glad you forgot.
And you know what? I also just realized I didn't add the +2 to the previous guy, but he died either way.
Yeah, he died. You had just enough to kill him. That's your turn. Snurp, you're up. Grognar, you're on deck.
All right, I'm gonna move up. So 5, 10, 15.
That's correct.
Okay, 20,
Correct.
25, 30.
Correct.
Okay. So now I'm going to I'm gonna rub my hands together again, and for the bad smoke for hex, I'm gonna hex the guy that you tried to throw the javelin at.
All right, what does that save of? Oh no, that's just a thing. He's just got it. Right?
Sorry. Yeah, he just got it. And I'm gonna choose strength for this one for the disadvantage.
Okay, so there's a disadvantage on strength saving throws and ability checks, or just saving throws?
The checks. Just checks.
Okay. And that's your bonus action, right?
Yep. That's my bonus action, and then my action, I'm going to fire off my pew pew, my Eldritch Blast.
At the same dude?
Yes.
Okay.
That is a 16 to hit.
That will hit to roll your damage.
Okay. So that is 5 for the force damage, and the hex damage is covered up my thing. 4 necrotic.
All right. As you reach out and you fire another Eldritch Blast over him, it manages to reach impact with this guy's torso, and he kind of reaches down to kind of like grab it. This spiral of dark energy kind of starts ripping around and taking the wounds from the crossbow bolts and making them kind of expand, and he sort of starts to crumple over, and he falls to the ground, and he's dead.
Okay. Damn. That's my turn.
That's going to be Snurp. Grognar, you're up.
And I get my temporary health from killing him.
You do.
Alright, I'm gonna wander this away. 3, 4, 5. And I'm gonna shoot at this duper with my crossbow.
Okay. Just a small pro tip. If you shot at the other one and you hit, you would get sneak attack damage because he's engaged.
Okay, I'll shoot at him then.
Okay, just give me a tip.
Alright, let me bring it up here.
It looks like I'm rubbing my face inquisitively with that dagger.
It does.
I'm gonna be honest, Pally, it didn't help. I rolled this.
Apple, he's going, is a javelin melee?
I'm gonna have to ask now. Can I
Pally, I
have
rolled the
Athlon-
same for both of them. I got a 6.
Ooh.
No, so you took a shot and it just went flying long.
Yep.
Are you gonna do any bonus or anything?
Nope. Got nothing else.
All right, Grognar, you're out. This one's gonna kind of run back and be like, and get mad again. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, he can't get to the other one, so he's gonna go after this guy right here. He's gonna sprint in and he's gonna take a swing at you. Oh, he's kind of mean. So he's going to run in towards Xanar, and he's going to first take a wild-ass swing with his longsword. What's your AC, Xanar?
14.
14. His swing with his sword hits. You're going to take 3 points of piercing, half down to 1. Then he's going to reach out and try to bite you. That one hits. For 5 points of piercing damage down to 2. And then he's going to take another slash with his short sword. That one also hits.
Jesus.
Ow.
Ooh, that's 8 points of slashing damage down to 4.
Get out of there, man. Run.
I'll keep fighting.
As this mole just fucking tears into you with this torrent of attacks, slashing and cutting, blood starting to seep from Xanar in every direction here as he's just kind of losing like a little bit of ground from the torrent of
Why does
this
he
attack.
have 3 fucking attacks?
No,
Because he's a
man.
psychopath.
Because he's
Fucking Knolls.
Regular, not regular Knoll. Unregular Knolls, unregular Knolls.
Unregular Knolls, unregular Knolls.
This one engaged with the charlatan is slightly panicked. He's not really feeling very happy about the results here. He's going to try to take a stab with a spear at the charlatan. What's your AC, John?
13.
Wow. He's really not feeling it. He takes out his spear and he tries to take 2 stabs, but you definitely just kind of like dodge and you step back from both of the blows, easily avoiding both of his attacks. And he kind of looks at you with fear-filled eyes. He's going to try to move away. If you would like to take an attack of opportunity, you can at this time.
I am.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh, and John, not John, sorry, Padley, I actually forgot I had this. I have a Stone's Endurance. I can take a reaction as a damage reduction. I didn't realize I could do that. Could I do that against the last attack?
No, you're
Just wait until the next attack comes and then you can do it.
13 plus modifier, so 15.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
What was the last attack's damage, anyway?
I think it was 3 or something. It was low.
Yeah, no, just do it next time, Half-Long. It'll be okay.
Okay.
gonna die, F1.
6 plus 2.
8 points of damage. Very nice. What do you have for a weapon, anyway?
I have unarmed strike, but being a lizard man, my species has claws now.
Okay,
So
so he
I'm just gonna
turns.
back out with that.
As you dodge both of the spear attacks and he turns to try to disengage, you just give him a fearsome slash down the back of the hide. You pick up a good clump of fur with it as you go through. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one here is going to take a couple of ranged attacks. He's going to do one at the charlatan. What's your AC again, John?
13.
That one hits. You're going to take 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then he's going to take one at Snurp. What's your AC, Snurp?
14.
That's going to also hit. That's going to be 6 points of piercing damage to you.
Oh dear.
Oh, well, actually, that was almost 10 health, so I'm good.
So he has just sprinted into this cave. You guys can't really tell where it's going, and it is dark. But he just ducked into the cave. So that is their turn. We're to charlatan.
Well then. I'm going to come over one. And I'm going to try and gut this guy.
Or you could go on the opposite side of him.
What, the opposite side of
The
him?
opposite side that I'm on.
Oh, you mean it's like right there?
I mean,
You have to move one more left if I was going to give you flanking.
Okay.
So you can roll attack with advantage.
Okay, well... Oh, okay, so with advantage. I'll take the 18.
That hits. Roll damage.
3 plus 2, 5.
5 points of damage. And that's your normal slash?
Yeah, it's an unarmed strike, but with a man that's kind of
Yeah.
using claws.
You just managed to take another big-ass chunk out of this guy. You now have 2 fistfuls of kobold fur in your arms with blood dripping from your claws. Do you have anything else you can do, like bonus action-y?
Bonus action, I'll simply ready to dodge.
You can't do that as a bonus action.
Oh, I can't?
I thought you
I
could
don't think
spend
so,
a
not
key
as a
point.
monk. Yeah. Sorry, you could if you used a key point, maybe? You'll have to look at your abilities. I don't know what a monk can do exactly.
That's true. I would have to use a key point to do it. I've already used one. I don't want to use another one yet.
Okay.
Oh,
All
bonus
right.
action. Actually, bonus action, I could attack again.
Yep, you could. You could.
All right, let's just see if I can finish this guy off. That was not a 7.
What's that?
What'd you get?
7.
That does not hit. As you reach in for another swipe, he's kind of calm-wise, and he bashes your arm away with his spear.
Okay.
That's going to be your turn. Phelan is up. Do you have her character sheet handy, or is she back?
It's up on my PC.
Well, our PCs are right next to each other, so I can look at her sheet if I.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
So
Yeah,
are
if you can
there
play her out, that would be appreciated.
Well, I mean, I can tell you what my actions are going to be, but
That
you'll
works
have to
too.
roll for me. Are there any of the archers left that are not currently engaged?
They're running into the cave.
There's an archer pretty far away.
How far?
I'm going to say 90 feet.
All right.
85 feet.
Okay, I'm going to go forward about 10 feet, and I'm going to take a pot shot at it.
All right.
Because that brings him within range of full damage.
All right. You move in a little bit. You get your crossbow leveled up, aiming straight over Gamora's shoulder.
You rolled a 2.
I'm going to
The bolt-
guess it would only be a 7.
Yeah, the bolt goes high over into the mountain, and it just sort of impacts into the rocks. You're not going to get that bolt rock back.
I was gonna say, even with a dex bonus, you got a 5, so it really doesn't matter.
So you lose that bolt. Do you have a bonus action you can do at all, Rhea?
No, not really.
All right, that's going to be your turn then. Womble, you're up.
It doesn't seem very safe for me to do anything right now.
Run out.
I mean, the last time you stuck
Hit
your
something,
ass
run back in.
on an arrow.
Yeah.
You might be
move
in
up to
range
here.
of the archer. I actually don't know how far your spells
You
go.
you really don't know if you say that.
Oh, I can look at your character sheet and know.
5, 10. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna have to move
yeah,
all the way.
You'd have to be within 30 feet.
Gonna move all the way up to here. I'm gonna cast Infestation on him. This
Okay.
one.
What is that? Like a save of some sort again?
Yeah, saving Constitution above
Above what?
of 13.
Oh, natural 17. He makes it.
Let me look up the other things about Infestation.
Is it like a half damage on failed save or anything? Or
That's a cantrip. It probably doesn't.
Yeah, it probably doesn't. Yep.
all right. As you reach out to try to do this, the swarm of bugs that comes flying from your hands just goes flying into the background. He seems to just sort of dodge out of the way of it. Anything else that you can do, like bonus action wise, or no?
Nope, that's a real action. Yeah, I'm feeling that, Padley. Feeling real ow right now.
I'm sorry, Womble.
How do you think I feel?
Yeah,
How do you think
Grognar's
I
pretty,
feel?
Grognar's pretty fucked up too.
I'm way
Grog?
fucker than him.
I have 3 hit points left.
I have 2.
I'm thinking most of our party ain't looking too hot right now.
I'm
I haven't
gonna-
gotten hit once.
Snurp's pretty okay.
Well, la di da, Mister. I haven't been hit yet. Did you go flying through the air?
Actually, I've been hit by 3 crossbow bolts.
Don't forget
You
to
didn't go
pluck 'em
flying
out
through the air,
and
though.
reuse 'em.
I
Checkmate,
did not.
atheist.
Yep, I'm just gonna have to end my
Snurp
turn.
does not approve of flying.
All right, Gamara, you're up.
Gamera.
Gamera. Why can't I say that?
Because you're racist.
I remember.
Gamera.
Jammer,
Like a gamma ray.
you're up.
Gamera. I need to remember your name is Gamera. That's what I need to fucking remember.
Oh, we got a 3-point flank.
If I use my dragon breath, will I hit anyone?
Yeah.
You step
From
up
your
one
perspective,
more.
you would. If you went one farther up, you could avoid hitting your friends. Maybe it's a line, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Actually, you could avoid hitting the charlatan. You'd be fine.
Yeah.
But if you were to hit him, it could be posed
You
as an
might
accident.
smell a little bit of the ozone though.
Yeah.
It probably is gonna smell as bad as the half orc we cut out of the tree.
I don't know. Have you smelled Womble?
Hey,
What are you using, Ryan?
No, I'm going to use a dagger.
Okay, so you're just gonna cut the fucker. Roll for attack with advantage.
It's a 6, right?
No, it's a D20, and you add your to hit modifier, but you're gonna roll the D20 twice and take the higher number.
Yeah, you always do the check first. You always roll a d20 for the check if you hit.
All right. So I rolled a 17, and then I look at the DC, right? And that's a +5.
Okay, so yeah, that would be a 22 to hit, so that definitely hits. Now you can roll your damage.
All right.
Excuse me.
6 damage.
6 damage, alright. As you reach out, you just sort of like shank this guy as you see an opening from him dodging back and forth between Xanar and the charlatan. You reach forward and you just manage to get a jab straight up underneath one of his ribs, and you just kind of yank it sideways and you yank out, getting a little bit of extra viscera with it. And he kind of jolts back from that, turns around, and he is very ragged. His breathing is becoming very short as he's trying to fend you guys all off. He's not doing very well. Do you have anything else you want to do there, Ryan?
No, I think that's it. I'll end my turn.
All right, Xanar, you're up. Snurp, you're on deck.
Alright, so I am going to... Could you stop sneezing, please?
Yeah.
Wow, that wasn't just a gun?
Okay. Alright, so I am
Emmy.
going to be attacking Mr. Kobold, monkey in the middle.
Yep.
So I got
It's a gnoll.
advantage, and I'm still raging. I think this is turn 3 for me.
You're fine, yeah.
You gotta be fucking kidding me with these shit rolls.
What did I tell you about that dice tower, yo?
It's 12.
That does not hit. As you go in and you just try to wail on him with this maul, as he's kind of like clutching this dagger blow, the maul comes down and he just barely manages to reach up with his spear and just kind of sadly and limply deflected away from striking him in the head.
I'm probably gonna end my action there, because there's not fucking else I can do!
Wait, Aflong, throw me my dagger.
That would be an action.
It would be an action for him to do that.
Is it an action to pick up the dagger?
No, it'd be a bonus action for him to just pick up the dagger and hold on to it.
So he's not
Do
good
it.
enough to actually throw a dagger? Aflong, you disappoint me.
It's an action!
I'm trying to help you, Azure. Why you gotta be so complaining?
I'm not complaining about you, I'm complaining about other people.
Okay, Xanar, if you're not doing anything else, we're going to go on to Snurp.
Yeah, go for it.
Snurp, you're up. Grognard, you're on deck.
Snurp ready.
I will bonus action, because he's definitely closer than 90 feet. I will bonus action move my hex to this John.
Alrighty.
Okay. And where'd my spells go? Come back, spells. Come back, spells. Eldritch
Snurp just
Blast.
starts patting his chest, looking for something.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
That is a 17.
That hits. Roll your damage.
That is 7 force.
7
Yeah.
force damage. Okay.
And 1 necrotic.
All right. As this guy's kind of like sitting in the middle of the open bay, lining up another shot, this other bolt just comes and snags him straight in the chest. He kind of reels back, kind of clutching, like almost raggedly breathing. Gets back up, and even though a little bit of his chest is kind of falling away in ash, he's still ready to grab this longbow, and he's lining up for another shot. Grognar, you're up. Unless you have anything else you want to do, Snurp.
I'm actually going to move. Wrong one. 5, 10, 15, 20. Right there.
All right, Grognar, you're up.
Ragnar's gonna shoot at this guy with my crossbow.
Go for it. You line up a shot.
That is a 21 to hit.
That hits. Now roll your damage.
That is 7.
As he's lining up to take this shot at you, you manage to get your bead just on him just in time, and the shot goes, and it goes straight through the right side of his face as he's trying to line up the shot, and his head rocks back, and he lets loose an arrow way into the sky, and he just falls back and clumps into the ground behind him.
I do a little fist pump.
All right, nice. Do you want to move or anything?
I guess I can move up because I'm not too worried about getting hit by an arrow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go.
All right. This one in the middle of you guys is absolutely panicking. He's having a bad fucking time. He is going to try to hit. Oh, he's got options here. He's first going to turn on the Dragonborn Gamara with his sword. What's your AC?
14.
He hits you. He does 3 points of piercing damage to you, Ryan. He's going to turn on the Dragonborn then and try to bite you. That's going to hit you. I'm rolling really good tonight, guys. That's going to be 4 points of piercing damage to you, John. And to you, Xanar, he's going to turn on you and not. As he turns to take a swing at you with his spear, you just reach down and you hammer the spear straight into the dirt with your maul. It gets stuck, and he looks up at you with mass panic in his eyes. From the cave, this one's going to pop out a little bit, and he's going to take a couple of shots really quick just to kind of cover his retreat. I'm going to say... one at the Charlatan. That totally misses. And one at Snurp. That hits.
Wait, did you have temporary HP from the last kill by chance? I'm just trying to remember.
Not from that one. Grognar finished that one.
Oh, it only happens when you finish it.
Yes.
Snurp, you're going to take 8 points of piercing damage.
Oh no! Ouchies!
And then he's going to just fucking... so it's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to run right back into the cavern.
Little bitch.
That's their turn. Charlatan, you're up.
All right, it's time to. I'm going to bite his head clean off.
Go for it, man. Roll for attack.
I
Advantage.
rolled. Oh, damn it. One sec. Friggin' thing.
Length advantage.
Oh, you want advantage?
Yep.
Okay. The advantage was a 7 plus modifier, so 19.
19. That absolutely hits. Roll damage.
6 plus 2, 8.
All right. As you guys are sitting there dodging, and the maul just bashed this spear into the ground, all of a sudden the Charlatan reaches forward, grabs with his other hand, grabs the shoulders, puts his mouth around the neck of the gnoll from the side, grips, and just rips half of the throat away, and just a spray of blood and this gnoll is just clumps to the ground with just blood and fur dripping from the Charlatan's mouth.
I give him a high five.
Sorry.
Anything else you want to do, Charlatan?
You got movement and bonus.
Honestly, I guess I'll move a little towards the cave. And as for a bonus, I think I'm just gonna ready dodge in case the little asshole sticks his head back out.
That would take a key point if you want to do it, right?
That's true. I can. I can use patient.
Okay, so spend that key point, and you are ready with the dodge.
Okay.
Balin, you're up.
What I'm gonna do is grab, touch the end of my crossbow bolt and cast light,
Okay.
and I'm gonna fire it into the cave.
Is light a bonus action spell?
It is at will.
Is it under actions or bonus actions?
No, it's an action. Shit.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna cast light and move forward.
Okay, on the end of your crossbow bolt still?
Yep.
You'll at least get in position, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get in position to get ready to do it.
I do have
so
light 2 as well.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll put you there.
Thank you.
That's Phelan then. Womble, you're up. Gamera, you're on deck.
Alright.
I'm gonna have to petition my team to not go into this cave. That's a stupid idea. What we should do.
That was me. That was me.
Okay. So Womble's a smart man. He knows the good trash from the bad trash. But going into that cave is bad trash. What should happen is we should take a bunch of firewood and shit, put it in front of the cave entrance, and set it on fire. Poison the air within the cave.
I'll have you know that if you're having a shit ton of conversation with your party, I'm going to take it as your action and turn, just as a warning.
I don't care. That's my action.
Okay. So your whole turn is telling your team your intent. You can go a little bit longer if you want to. I'm just trying to say for fairness' sake.
Yeah, and we should lick our wounds instead of fighting.
Lickety lick.
How many of these assholes have we killed?
Maybe not all of them.
Well, we need at least 5 to get credit.
Oh, so you just want to kill this last one?
Well, at very least, we should take short rest. Because I have no boom booms left, and I have very little health left.
So I'm going to assume that as you guys are having this conversation, he's going to slip away unless anyone's going after him.
You gotta go into the null hole.
I think
He's gone.
I successfully convinced everybody that chasing is a stupid ass idea. At
We could have
least
just
for a few hours.
ignored them the whole time, and they would have
You
gone
could've,
away.
maybe. I don't know. This was my turn. You're not allowed to ignore me.
Okay, no, combat's over. You guys can gather, Rumble, you can gather your dagger back. I believe someone lost a javelin, and then I think
Yeah,
there's like a
I'm
couple
gonna grab my
folks
javelin back. It was like up here somewhere.
I'm gonna start cutting off ears.
Okay. You managed to collect 4 decent left knoll ears, unless you wanted to collect both.
Add it to your bag.
Are we not?
This makes me want to rub my face.
Go to I lie down and curl up right there.
I'm
Custom
gonna loot
item.
bodies.
Okay.
Wait, I do my fiendish vigor. I cast false life on myself one more time.
Okay. Roll an investigation check, Xanar.
Anybody want to help me?
Doing the damn.
Anybody got to loot with me?
Yeah, I'll help.
Okay.
I mean,
what's your
I'll help.
investigation actually?
Mine is 5.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so I got Phelan and Womble wanting to help. So maybe...
I was just gonna say roll with advantage, Xanar, because you already initiated it.
Okay, that's fine. Give me my 20. Okay. That's not too great, but 14.
14? Okay. Checking over the knolls, you don't really find anything too substantial. You do find some pretty crudely made spears, a few human scalps hanging from their waistbands. If you wanted to collect them, you could.
I'll take those.
Any money?
Azure, you can add 4 pristine human scalps to your inventory.
Can I have the spheres?
Yeah, you lost your javelin. Go for it.
I didn't
No, I
lose
lost
javelin,
the
but okay.
javelin.
Oh wait. I thought. Oh, my bad.
1 or 2 of the spears are broken, but you can add a couple of good spears to your inventory then, Grognar. A few of them are still intact. One of them got snapped in half by the Xanar when he kind of deflected it. Another one is just, is too shitty to start with. Money-wise, you don't find any on these gnolls. You find bits and chunks of meat in sacks. Probably not best to ask what kind of meat it is.
Surf will have some of that meat.
I'll take some,
Surf's
take
not
some of it
picky.
too. I'll
Wait,
take
you're
some of it
taking
too.
some. You take some of the meat.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can both add meat ? To your inventories.
Surf's
How
gonna eat it.
heavy, how heavy are these pristine human scalps?
They're only probably about a half pound each, or a pound each.
Okay. How much would they cost?
You have no idea. You'll find out when you go to a vendor and try to offer to sell them to them.
Cool. I'll do that with my rotten fish heads too.
All right.
I don't want to revive him.
Now you
So
have
you guys sit
conflicted.
at this area in the tunnel. You guys hear this scampering away, and it just disappears really quickly. It's fairly quiet all of a sudden. The nature kind of peeks back through. You guys hear birds chirping in the distance, and it's maybe about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
We're all taking a short rest, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good at the short rest.
Okay. I don't
So now, when you do a short rest, you can roll a number of. You can do some of your hit dice to get health back.
How do I know what hit dice to use?
When you hit short rest in D&D Beyond, it should tell you the type of hit dice you get to use and how many you can use. You can use as many as you want for the day.
Well, we're only level 2, so we have a total of 2.
Gotcha. I think I want to roll at least 1 right now.
Wait a second. I think I just rolled 2, but it didn't give me any health back.
You have to actually roll it first, so you roll whatever it is. So mine's a D8, for example. So I roll my D8.
Fuck it,
I got
do
a
the other
5,
one as well.
so I get 5 health back.
Cool. I got a lot of my hit points back.
Plus your Constitution bonus.
I got my hit points back. Oh, wait. No, that's fine. I didn't add my Constitution, but I got all my max health back.
I got almost all my hit points back.
That's nice.
Which is good because my hit points were lost due to a trap and a single arrow.
It was a good arrow roll, though.
In my ass, too. By the way, I need to get this out of my ass. Can I take a medicine check to get this arrow out of my ass?
I'll say with the short rest, Phelan can take the time to, if she's willing to help, she can take the time.
That's the thing. I don't want to ask somebody to help me with that.
Okay,
matter of
make a
pride,
medicine
man.
check. Make a medicine check, Grognar.
I actually have a plus
18.
1 to medicine if you want my help.
18,
Yep.
You manage it. You kind of go off into the corner when no one's kind of looking. You drop trowel, and you kind of spend like 13 minutes where you guys kind of hear in the distance some, oh! Oh!
Oh, he ate some of those berries.
Yeah, I was about to
And the
say,
dwarf comes back a little bit later with a very bloody crossbow bolt clutching his ass.
Oh,
I'm gonna hang out by the cave, but to the side of the cave, and
Yeah.
I'm getting my maul ready in case anyone decides to run out.
that's
Okay.
a free bolt right there.
I'm gonna start nibbling on this questionable meat.
I go into the cave.
Snurp, the flavor is somewhat pork-like. You can't quite identify it, though.
Okay, I keep nibbling.
Okay. It's not terrible. I mean, you've had raw meat before. It's
Yeah,
It's okay. It's not bad.
tastes like home.
You can't put your finger quite on it, though.
I just kind of nod disapprovingly at it.
What time of day would you say it is now?
yeah, the
It's
ears.
probably about, now you guys are taking a short rest, it's probably about 6-ish.
While this is happening, I'm also going to be eating one of my rations.
Okay. As you guys are sitting there and hanging out, the Gamera wandered into the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude.
I want to grapple him and
What?
pull him out of the cave.
The
I
intestine-shaped
also
cave.
eat a ration too, by the way.
Did you actually try to grab him as he went past you, Xanar? Because you were pretty close to the entrance.
Well, as he was walking by, I'm just going to grab him, or at least try to grab him.
Are you going to resist, Gamera?
I screech and run into the cave faster.
So that sounds like he's trying to resist.
So, Xanar, make a strength check.
Oh man, I don't get
Stop
advantage.
resisting.
Gamera, make an athletics check.
Make a what?
Athletics.
Oh, is that a 20? Then
Yeah, I
20 plus your athletics, yep.
I rolled a 24. Wait, no. I apologize. 22.
well, my base roll was an 8.
So,
No.
as you're about to go sprinting in, all of a sudden you feel as your collar is just snagged by the massive Goliath that's been in your party.
Wait.
It just gives you.
Am I wearing a shirt?
Nope.
I don't think I'm wearing a shirt.
I've been assuming you're wearing robes of some sort.
If not, he wrings you by the neck.
Yeah.
10
Yeah, it's either that or getting clotheslined, bud, so whichever you pick.
I'll choose clothes.
Okay, so you try to get into the cave, and then this massive just meat arm fucking clocks you right in the throat, and you just go down to the ground like a sack of potatoes.
I thought you were going to just grab my clothes. Fuck, dude.
You said you were going to go with clothesline.
And I said clothes, meaning I wanted clothes.
Oh, okay. So,
Oh my god.
you just get yanked back, and he's got you by basically the cloak.
I take my
Wait
clothes
for
off and
everyone
continue
to get ready.
I don't even let him finish. I take my clothes off and go into the cave.
I continue to grapple.
I'll say, for the sake of this, okay, one more athletics competitive check. Each of you just make an athletics check.
Wait, athletics or strength for me?
Athletics.
Okay, well, athletics. Okay, yeah, can you beat a 23?
I got a 13.
So even though you're stark naked and you're trying to get past him now, he just reaches out again and he grabs you by the tail. And he yanks your naked little dragonborn ass right back out that cave.
Wait!
And I'm just eating my ration, watching this unfold, shaking my head disapprovingly.
I start crying a little bit. And I'm confused.
I just look at him
You
with
can
pity.
play your bagpipes because they already know we're here.
Why are you so mean to me, good giant sir?
I'm saving your life right now. You don't know what's in that cave.
Shit out of me.
Chadley, to be on the safe side, can I throw a rock that I cast a light spell onto as far as I can into the cave?
Sure, go ahead and make a strength check.
We seem.
20, not natural.
Okay. You give it a good fucking chuck, and you manage to make it quite a distance. Like, you skipping that stone in there, and it seems to go in a good 50, 60 feet. Seems like this cave just goes on.
Well, at least now we'll know if anything's coming after us.
Sure glad he stopped me from going into that completely empty cave.
You know damn well it's not empty.
It looks absolutely terrifying in there.
So, as the Goliath...
Can you give him back his clothes at least?
I didn't take them off. He took them off. He
Just
can
give
have
him back.
That's fine.
Grognard doesn't care. Give him back.
He gets his clothes back. Fine. I'm not even arguing this.
You strip him, then you keep his clothes. Shame.
So the Dragonborn's sitting there just stark naked.
No, I don't even know if they're a boy or a girl because their character sheet says NA for their gender.
I am
Is
undecided.
You what?
Camera.
I am undecided.
Okay. You guys don't even know. You're not really familiar with Dragonborn
And I would
biology.
say it's dark enough in there for me not to determine when that happened.
Yeah, you guys have no idea. So yeah, Dragonborn's naked. You're trying to pull him back in. The rest of the camp's just kind of camping about. I think this is an okay spot to end for the night.
Put your clothes on.
You know what? I got a warning message to Noel. I'm gonna go around with sticks I find, pull off the heads and put them on sticks around the camp.
Wow.
I mean, I already took their left ears, so
Well,
I'm okay
did you
with
already
this.
bite one of them heads off? Well, you have to get the ear off of it anyway, so.
We had to cut the ear off, but now the head could be used to, an interesting piece of art.
Do you spend the time to just cut off the heads and stick them on spikes around the camp?
Yes.
Okay. The charlatan immediately just takes out a crude-looking cleaver and starts just sawing away at the skulls of these gnolls that have been sitting around. No one really seems to comment, I guess.
Seems normal.
And he starts sticking on spikes around the edge of this encampment.
Snurp is fine with this.
Is anyone else doing anything for the hour that this is probably taking him to do?
I mean, I said I was eating a ration, but I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, I heard that. You're just munching away.
Yep.
Okay.
Does anybody need a little bit of healing?
Grognar good now.
I'm plenty fine, but also, do you think I could roll to find out the genders of all these gnolls with animal handling?
Oh yeah, go for it, man.
Oh yeah. And on that note, Gamera.
Not animal handling, but nature.
He's nature, but not animal?
No,
What?
everyone, all these checks are just make a nature check, a general nature check.
Okay. Ooh, my nature could use some work. Ooh,
I'll tell you what. If you're physically sexing them like you would a cattle, you can use animal handling.
Doesn't matter.
That's a 22 animal handling right there. Come over here.
Okay, so Dragonborn, as you're sitting there, all of a sudden this goblin comes up and, yep, he just stuck his hand there.
I
You getting a good feel?
give a wink at him.
Is Gamera a boy or a girl?
Oh, it's now
Oh.
me.
You gotta decide now. He's
Do
filling you up.
What am I?
What
Tell
is
me.
this?
What did you
It's
find?
up to you. What is your character?
What did he find? I don't know what he found. He has to tell me what he found.
Do you want me to make it up for you, Ryan?
I don't care.
He doesn't care. He's badass.
I don't know. What do you want to play, a boy or a girl?
How about in between?
You're in between. Okay. As you're checking, Azure, and you've only sexed a couple of lizards in your life, and this is a little bit weird. But first thing you find is the innie. Then immediately afterwards, you find the outie, and you're like, oh. Oh.
That decides that.
And as you check the gnolls, it seems like the ranged ones seem to be one of them was a male, and seems to be one of them was a female. The one that you guys got into melee with were both males. From the rest of your guys' perspective, you just see the goblin wandering around, just sticking his hand into the private parts of headless gnolls.
The fuck?
Well, now we're all a little bit smarter.
All right, I just
still shake my head disapprovingly at the entirety of what's going on around me.
I am face palming both in character and in real life.
Both of you benefited from this. We now know, and knowing is half the battle. I just saved it half of the battle.
I think that's a good point to end on, guys. I think that's a great note.
Just molested the gnolls and the Dragonborn.
You just shoved your hand up a Dragonborn cloaca. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Fuck, Aster.
he's
Molester.
describing things that may or may not have happened in that suit. We don't know for sure what I did in there. You know, it could have just been a hidey ho. You know, what's
Yeah,
going
none
on?
of you guys are aware of what Womble discovered today. Just that he spent basically a half hour healing up a bunch of headless gnolls and the Dragonborn.
It felt
And
good.
you don't know my feeling process. You know, I could be very discreet about it.
He has very tiny hands.
Yeah, you know, like I'm not going in there to wreck house.
It's like a gentle probing.
You know what?
Yeah.
It's not Snurp's business.
I'm head first into it.
I'm no gentle giant, but I'm a gentle small goblin. You know.
I can safely say this is a first for me as a DM. Having to decide the sex of characters by someone just sticking their hands straight in their junk.
There's a lot of firsts with this group, isn't
Glad I
there?
could be your first.
Yeah, this is an interesting group. It's pushing my boundaries a little bit. Yeah.
Azure, take your fucking dagger back.
Hey, I already did. It's just on the ground still.
Alright, I'm gonna stand on. Oh, I was gonna stand on and be more inquisitive.
I feel like this
Okay.
one.
We will call it there for the night that you guys had finished doing your whatever in the fuck you're doing with this long rest, with this short rest.
Let's see how well the notes have been taken till now. You know, we got to do proper.
Yeah, I can't wait to see these notes.
Took a short rest. Oh, I found some genders.
Cloaca.
We're not 12. None of us are 12.
The laughter makes the difference.
This worked well.
It was a good game.
I tried adding as much notes as I can on that thing.
Grognar flew.
Never underestimate the aerodynamics of the common dwarf.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys have a fun night. I'm gonna process everything that I just had to DM.
I already had a fun night.
Yeah.
Well, the dragon certainly did.
That was definitely interesting, nonetheless. I had a good time though. Kept missing my
glad.
fucking swings though.
Yeah, you were like pissed, dude. I rolled really fucking good. Can I just say that?
Yeah, you
I noticed when I was like, all right, first attack on Grognar. Hits him in the ass for 9 damage. You're at 3 hit points, Grognar. Well, that's great.
I just
I
had to
was
keep.
feeling great until I had to go AFK.
All but one of my hits missed, and then all my checks were fine.
I was like, hey, temporary HP. Oh, nope, it's gone again. Hey, temporary HP. Oh, nope, gone again.
Dragonborn's running into the cave again. Stop that.
All right, off with the clothes. All right, you get out of there. Give him back the clothes. I didn't take them off. Grognar doesn't care.
This group.
You're already holding them. Put the clothes back on them.
If you didn't stop me, I'd still have clothes on.
I am out.
No, they took the clothes off, then I used the clothes to grapple them and put them back on.
There we go. There's using the old noodle.
What in the hell, guys?
Oh,
I was rather tame tonight.
You were really tame tonight, because never mind.
The worst you did was jump up on top of me.
And I ate some questionable meat without questioning it.
That's kind of on
And
par
Grognar
for a
gave the
kobold, though, I
disapproving
guess.
shake of the head.
I'm kobold. We're used to eating weird shit.
God. It's like every time I DM, I get a totally different bag of nuts.
We certainly are a mixed bag of.
Uh-huh.
Some more than
I don't know
others.
what the fuck I'm gonna be narrating next.
Nothing
My-
good.
My recap is going to be nice next week.
Yeah, let's hear DBZ guy recap how a man stuck his hand into both a lizard's genitalia and other genitalia.
I don't know if I'll go into too much detail about that.
Oh my god.
I'm not really an expert in that field.
Only Womble.
But apparently Womble is.
Yeah. Good god. Alright, I'm gonna pop out. You guys have a good night.
Yep,
Alright,
you
take
too.
care. Thanks for
See ya.
hosting.
Thank you.
Yeah, catch you all next week. Yep. Bye.
That was something.
That happened. That happened.
So, definitely something else.